Yes, sir. The Rap Roundtable is back with another edition of Monday Night Raw. You know what I'm saying? Since it's the end of the year, I say it one more time for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? It's only right.
It's
Talk
only
about
right
it.
before we move over to Netflix and shit like the WWE. But it's your boy Golf here alongside the Rap Stop alongside
What up?
Didi the Balance.
Yo.
Macy might join us, not 100% certain yet. You know, it's a holiday week, so there's a lot of moving parts. We understand, especially to the chat. Whoever can or can't make it tonight, we know last minute shopping, gift wrapping, family
All that.
gatherings, holiday
Facts.
parties at work. We understand there's a lot going on, but we still gonna give you that roundtable energy like you've known and come to expect from us here. But fellas, what's the word? I know it was brick as fuck this weekend in New York City. How did y'all get through this Siberian weather?
Man, this is my worst existence, bro. Like, I can't deal with this. This is why I be on my Cali shit sometimes.
Sin
Man.
hate this shit, B.
I really with my entire soul, man. And you know what I mean, it's right before Christmas, so I gotta be like back and forth to the store, to the supermarket, to pick up supplies, pick up food, pick up last minute gifts. Like, it's a lot going on, man. Like, I honestly right now should still be prepared because me and the significant other, we're hosting this week. This year. So it's our first time hosting. So like we're kind of under the gun right now.
It's like the unveiling of the whatever.
Yeah. You know what I mean? We're just letting everybody in a little bit. You know what I mean? We recently moved. We're in a bigger space, bigger crib. You know what I mean? We can accommodate a lot more people. So we got a full dining set and everything. You know what I mean?
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Upgrades.
Little upgrades,
I already know the eats about
extras here and there.
Heavy.
Yeah.
It's about to be immaculate in Casa Sin, man.
Shit marinating right now, bro.
Ooh.
Got the pernil on
2
deck.
days? The 2-day marination for the nation?
Second, I gotta go to the city real
quick. The
Are those condulas, B? What's we doing out here?
I got myself a new blender to to mix that shit right. Yeah.
It's gonna be that type of Christmas.
Deck. Yeah, man.
It's Liddy again. You know what I mean? Yes. That guy over there that's in trouble right now, but it's apropos. You know what I'm saying? Dini, what's the word, man? How'd you navigate Brick City, bro? I left work at about 6 a.m. I think it was Sunday morning, and my phone said it was 14 degrees, bro.
Bro, the weather just got into high school, B. Like, it was crazy. I had to work the weekend, so I didn't really have to like really endure this shit crazy because I had to just go to work and then come back to the crib. But that's been heinous, man. It's definitely 40 below. Definitely merm weather if you still got a merm, heavy leathers, the sherms. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy out there, and it's windy. That's the worst when it's cold and windy. I'm seeing like little puddles of ice all over, the little sickles everywhere. So it's definitely Christmas time. It's definitely upon us.
It's the first winter we had in like 2 years. And to the person KMC asking, yes, we are live. We are absolutely live. You know what I mean?
Monday Night Raw, man.
Live. Come on now.
Dig it.
Come on. We're here. We can see you, KMC. Welcome.
We see you.
Hell yeah, man. But anyway.
If you're new, welcome. You know what I mean? But this is what we do Monday nights, man.
Yeah, man. Monday Night Raw.
And I see
it's always live.
We didn't talk about this on the pod, I don't think, but shout out to the news that Max B's coming home next year officially. That's great news.
Big Vel.
It's not a rumor, it's an actual fact. Big Vel's coming home. Fun fact, in my last job before I entered the media space, his son was one of my students. I was a dean in the middle school, and one of his sons who's a DJ. Actually, he gets some good gigs, as a matter of fact.
Fire.
Worked with his son. Cool kid. Look, I used to call him Little Bigger. You know what I mean? Little Bigger. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Little Bigger. He doing this thing.
Salute, man.
It was funny because he had a picture with Jim Jones, and I was like, oh, he must not know.
I did see that picture. I did. No, but I think Max caught on to that, though. This was a long time ago.
I hope so, because it was still funny to see us, because it's like he must not know what's going on here.
Yeah, put some money in that boy pocket, man.
They asking for the OVO captain. You know what I mean?
OVO captain holiday week, so obligations. If he might make it, he might not make it. We can't make any promises. You know what I'm saying? Again, like, we're lucky to even be potting right now. I'll put it to you that way. Just trying to squeeze this Rap Roundtable in between gift wrapping, gift shopping, home prep, etc.
Life and gang.
That's a fact. That's a fact, man. But we got the top 10 rappers of 2024. For a lot of y'all, this might be our first time seeing this. Every year we do a top 10 list, and it's just top 10 best rapper, not top 10 most popular, top 10 who sold the most, top 10 who we think are the best rappers of the year. You know what I'm saying? So keep it very simple.
The chat's already arguing, man. Chat.
There's some good folks this year. It wasn't like last year where we had to struggle. Right. This is a little more.
We had the piecemeal that together last year. Hip Hop did not deliver. I think Nas got it last year. Did he not? It was Nas and Ransom.
He showed up, man.
Year, you know what I'm saying?
Nas showed up.
Nas been quiet this year though, so you know what I mean. Yeah. I know some people still gonna want him on the list, but I mean, he dropped one song. He dropped one song.
I know he was doing some shows or whatnot, but as far as like being an active artist, he took the year off, and it was well deserved. 6 albums, 3 years. You could take a year off. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
But that P Rock joint, the Primo joint better drop next year. Or it's gonna be like, wait a minute, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, are we or are we not getting?
Streets clamoring.
The what? You know? The what you said?
The streets are clamoring.
Oh, the Primo joint. Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? Because I thought he was dropping it this year. The way they dropped the single on us, I thought, all right, you know what I mean?
The Nas heads is perked up crazy.
There's gonna be a little motion, you know what I mean? A little snowball effect, but
I don't like how you
said all we got.
What? He said the Nas heads is perked up crazy. I don't like that at all.
Oh, that was crazy. Now that you repeated it, that does sound crazy. No. That was wicked work.
Because when you said something, I immediately thought it was me. Did I do it again?
Nah.
Did I do
eventually.
Hey.
Right. You know what I mean?
Chill.
Shit like that, man. But yeah, we're gonna get into this list. I guess where do we start before we start breaking this down? Is there anyone? Because you know, we see the chat. Since they're the raps and I need to balance. Mm-hmm. Is there anyone that you should let the chat know off the rip, or let the viewers know that's probably not gonna make this list, so that there's no like suspense about that aspect? Let's just get that out the way off the rip. There's a few names you saw in the chat, like, oh, he better be there, and I'm like, he's not gonna be there.
Listen,
let me go through this real quick.
I'll say it right now. I seen somebody mention Currency.
Whoa! Shout out to Currency though, but whoa!
I don't know what to tell you, dog. Like, I think, like last week during the live, I talked about how I don't see, like, a lot of people mentioned Vince Staples. I don't see it for him. I don't think anybody at this table sees it for him. Currency is right there with Vince Staples. You know what I mean? I'm sure to their fans or whoever listens to their music, you know what I mean, they enjoy it. Shouts to y'all. But like, in terms of like music that's impactful for anybody here at the Rap Roundtable, I don't see it. I don't see it for Currency the same way I don't see it for Vince Staples. Apparently he dropped 3 projects this year. So somebody said in the chat, okay. I mean, I missed all 3. I never once heard anybody talking about them. So we didn't talk about them here. I didn't see nobody on Twitter talking about them. It was not brought to my attention by anybody in my circles. So sorry, Currency is not going to be nowhere near our top 10 for 2024. But shouts to him though. I mean, you know what I mean?
For real.
You know what I mean? A forever blog rapper. You know,
and this is a rapper list, so obviously my home favorite Future ain't gonna be on the list either. You know what I'm saying? This is a rapper list. Rap.
This is strictly for the spitters, guys. You know what I mean? I see some people trying to disqualify Kenny Sen. They saying he not really that dope. Like, he a pop star. I'm seeing pop star.
Well,
really?
Damn, Sen.
Well,
let's see.
This is a curveball that we've gotten today. Apparently, according to Billboard magazine, Kendrick Lamar is the biggest pop star of 2024.
Holy shit!
Well, rap music, hip hop is essentially like pop for the world. You know what I'm saying? It's everybody want to be in on it. So if that's pop, then I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? If that's pop, that's basically just saying you're the biggest star out there. That's all that means to them. Like, he can't lose. That's what that means.
And last but not least, before we get into this list, you know, we're going to talk about it some more in our next in studio. But specifically, this information came out today or last night. Elliot was talking about it. Apparently, that interview that Little Baby did with Charlemagne got taken down. Oof. Oof. We taking interviews that was it that bad?
It was a little rough, bro. It was a little rough.
Was it that bad of an interview? Was it? I mean, we thought it was a little shaky, but gee, Team Lil Baby said to wipe that from memory. MIB.
Interview's supposed to make you look better, bro. If you walk away from the interview looking worse, you got to get rid of that shit. You feel me?
I'm saying, Team Lil Baby. Who is Team Lil Baby? Like, who's advising him? Because
I'm sure there's still some scragglers.
His niggas. Apparently, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, who are these people? You know?
He needs better people, man. He needs better advisors. Because I don't know, man.
Yo, a true hip hop advisor can make a real killing this year, man. Like a true like a strategist would have made a lot of money this year in hip hop. Like a lot of people needed a strategist.
Holla at Doechie's people.
For real.
They seem to be making everything's going. Right move.
Yeah. Shout out to TDE.
I see that Doechie's gonna be the new Kenny for this chat when it comes to sense. Like I already see this is our future. This is what 2025 is gonna be, huh?
They fuck with him.
Can't say shit about and comment. That's the four. That's his Mount Rushmore. We can't say shit about them niggas.
Shit.
You know
I love it.
Big
I love
Doech.
And yeah, Penelope Sanchez, thank you. He running around with Michael Rubin. Michael Rubin fucking up baseball uniforms and shit. I don't know. You know what I mean? He rich. Don't get me wrong. But it's like, you can't do the simple shit like a baseball uniform. I don't want you managing my career. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then you seeing borderline racist shit on the Breakfast Club. It's been a rough year for Charlemagne too. For some of these interviews,
it's ugly.
Fuckery around you, bro.
No pushback, Charlotte. We need pushback.
Nah, we don't need no pushback. Pause. Fire. Let me be careful. I don't want Tariq Nasheed to get mad at me. He might hear an accent like, "Whoa, buddy." You know?
Yeah, like when you heard in the Fat Joe shit. You heard it was the Jamaican and the Guyanese. The Guyanese niggas called out, Job. You heard?
Huh?
That's the first niggas Fat Joe mentioned, Jamaican and Guyanese. I was like, God
bro,
damn it.
Is he talking about us?
Yeah.
Attack.
I was like, damn.
Math is from Grenada. Why you ain't say Grenada, bro? Why
For real? Like, fuck did we do?
Fuck out of here, man. But enough stalling. What we doing with this list? You know what I'm saying? So in the past, we do top 10 and we do 5 honorable mentions. It's been a loaded year for hip hop. We have a lot of great options to choose from. And we go from number 10 to number 1. And then we're adjustable as we move our way up the list. You know what I mean? But, you know, I know some rappers that I'm going to throw some rappers out there that I feel should be on the list just to create like a little pool and then we can start working out with. We know Kenny going to be on that list. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Drake is going to be on this list this year, guys.
Oh.
I had him on the list.
I don't think Drake should be on this list this year, bro.
Drake?
We gotta find 10 people rapping better. I mean, if that's the case, then that's the case.
Besides the scrap, what he did this year. Reggaeton and sing and I don't know.
There's a couple of good records. It was no there's a couple of good records. It was No Faith, It's Up, Family Matters. There was a couple of good records. Circadian Rhythm. There's a couple of good joints.
Can't front, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people. I don't know what's going on the timeline. I feel like there's a whole like wave now that the Kenny wave is kind of like, you know what I mean, culminated with the album. Now the wave's going back the other way and on the timeline where a lot of people are like, they keep talking about Family Matters. They keep talking about how it's the best rap performance of the year. Not just like even outside the beef, outside the battle.
Those are Drake fans. That's not like the coach saying that.
There's people saying that, like, no, but even fucking Joe Budden was talking about it. So I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. There are people that are coming around to Family Matters and saying, "Yo, that like, he did his thing. He spit on that."
Like the best song of the beef to me.
I don't care for it, but you know what I mean. But that's me.
I mean, yeah, it's like Double Barrel said. Most of them people I see, they got owl logos. And if you're saying that Joe Budden is one of them, Joe Budden has a strange relationship with Aubrey. They like lovers.
Facts.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a love,
Quarrels.
very like little lovers quarrels. Yeah, there you go, Dini. Yeah, I mean, so I can't even. I don't think Drake should be on there. Let me see.
I'm fine with Drake not being on there. I'm just throwing facts out there to try to be unbiased and neutral. But
I mean, there's a healthy list of people that could, you know what I'm saying? This has been a heavy year in hip hop, so he's not solidified like he's been in recent years.
All right. Let's just address the other elephant in the room too.
Yeah, Cole belong on this list. He belong here. Strong project.
Cole do belong there.
He did some fuck shit, but as far as a rap performance goes for the calendar year 2024, he belongs.
He was rapping. Hard to say it, but he was rapping.
All right. All right.
Disappointment in Sin's voice.
Did you come into this prepared to leave him off the list, Sin?
Yeah, 10 niggas rapping better, Sin?
I would have been fine with it.
10 niggas rapping better than Cole in 2024?
You know what? I would have been fine with it.
Well, ladies.
Just as, I don't know, just as, how should I put it? Just for like the sake of some repercussions for his actions. You know what I mean? This way he would have, he would have been in the penalty box this year. And then, then next year we can have him back. We can have him back on the
you treat him like hockey, Sid? Chill.
Yeah,
that behavior.
Five in the box, man.
He's not excommunicated, bro. We can't.
It's not. No. Excommunicated means forever. Like this is a suspension. You know what I mean? An extended suspension.
Drop my dude later. Even the joint that we don't like, Port Antonio Fire, like he's still rapping, bro.
Good features. Good features.
Port Antonio was dope.
It was all right. Features.
No. The shit he did with I love the shit he did with ASAP Rocky. That was crazy, bro. That verse was nuts.
Yeah, you're right.
Play the Collard Greens was dope. With Daylight. All right.
Yeah,
if you're arguing for a nigga you don't like, that shows he did something. You know what I'm saying?
He performed again. Like, let's not conflate apologizing to rapping. Like, let's stop trying to cancel. I'm seeing y'all in the chat. Y'all trying to cancel Cole. Like,
ready for smoke.
Cole out here. You know what I mean?
You're right.
We gonna allow him. He grounded, right? He's on punishment, but he still gotta get Christmas gifts. You know what I mean? When your report card was fucked up, but Christmas came.
Yeah, still gotta get a little something.
I bet. Let's put him at 10.
All right, he's on the list. He's in the pool. I dig.
On deck.
All right. So no Cole, no Drake, Cole, and Kenny's on the list. All right, I see the vision. So the big three is accounted for somewhere in this top 10.
Yeah.
Let's get to some rogues. Is Doechii a top 10 rapper of 2024? Let's address that elephant in the room.
Yes.
As much as I love the album, I'm looking at the list of people I have on the list, and I don't know if she raps better than the individuals I have on my list, man. So she could be in the top 10, but she would be like bottom 2, and that's not against her. I think she's amazing.
Better than Rhapsody this year. Rhapsody out-rapped her this year.
Had a better album than Rhapsody too.
Bar for bar, rap better than her. Sin. Stop, bro.
Bar for bar, Rhapsody rap better than her, but like, I think Doechii had better breakout rap performances.
Promotions, yeah.
No, stop that! Don't do that.
Yo, I mean,
because
for a Rock Nation artist, bro, like it's wicked work.
Here's the thing that I hate about the whole promotion angle. The people saying that that whoever's in charge is trying to put is trying to shove Doechii down their throats, pause if applicable. But my thing with that is that like she's clearly got the talent, she's got the skills, she's got the performance down pack. You know what I mean? The performance chops are crazy. Like we've seen her on the Colbert Show. We've seen her on Tiny Desk. You know what I mean? Like performance-wise, she's top notch. Lyrically, she's dope. Musically, she's dope. You know what I mean? Vibe-wise,
she's fresh air, bro. Like she was fresh air.
She's a breath of fresh air. You know what I mean? She's likable. And I'm like, people complaining that she's being marketed, like that's what you're supposed to do. If you get somebody that's as talented as Doechii and as likable as Doechii and can perform the way that Doechii does, are you not supposed to market? Are you just supposed to like sit on her? Like, no, you're supposed to market that. And if
push it,
and if people are catching on, then they're catching on. But now that people are catching on, now all of a sudden the people catching on and becoming fans are I guess they feel like they're too loud, and now the other side of it is like, oh, they're trying to shove her down our throats. Like, it's that this is how stars are made. This is how, you know what I mean, big names are made. You get the talent, you push them correctly,
and the talent matches the push. It's not like they just pushing out someone who's ass. Like,
not a top 10 rapper of 2024. Stop that, bro. Both things can be true. She can be hot, popping, etc., but she's not a top 10 rapper of the year, my nigga.
I don't think Rhapsody's a top 10 rapper either. So I get where niggas is coming from.
Don't start throwing terms out there like hot and popping to try to make it seem like she's not nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she was dope. What you mean?
Niggas, you know how niggas do their job. Niggas be like, she got the push. She was backed by the industry.
I mean, she's fine. I gotta say she's hot and popping because if we will be remiss if we don't acknowledge what's taking place with said push. All of a sudden, she's highly clickable. And I'm not gonna ignore that. Like she's very popping right now. You know what I mean? And it seems like the machine have made their next choice. This is their next tribute in the Hunger Games, Doechii. So it's like I gotta acknowledge that, bro. She get number one album on fucking what is it? Rolling Stones over Kenny. Yeah. A lot of videos, a lot of
wicked work.
A lot of moments happening.
The number one album was a little egregious.
You know what I'm saying?
That was wicked work. But she checks a lot of boxes, bro. You know what I'm saying? She has the aesthetics of female rappers that you love. You know what I'm saying? She's a natural joint, so she don't even got to do the whole BBL Drizzy moves that a lot of these chicks got to pull off. It just came off as super authentic, and I think that's what people are fucking with. Just the authenticity of it all. You know what I'm saying? I think that's when I first heard the album, bro. I was like, whoa, like this shit sounds different. I was like truly impressed. And it's not like when I listened to Rhapsody's album, I was truly impressed too. But I'm like, there's something about making you want to press play again. I feel like there's so many rappers that are exceptional, but the press play again option does not apply to these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like once you hear it, you're like, this is fire, this is dope, but it don't inspire you to press play again. I feel like that's a part of hip hop we can't take away from, because in the 90s, niggas was rapping their hearts out. And you always wanted to press play on their shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Hold on.
So it can't be a.
I see we have another newcomer to the rap roundtable.
Uh-oh.
Why y'all arguing about bottomless cats? Because this is what we do. What do you mean? We argue about rap. Like, what you think is supposed to happen here, my nigga? Like, I don't understand. Fix the
rap round table.
We're here to talk about rap. You know what I'm saying?
We're round tabling.
Nah,
come on, nigga.
And yes, Ariel Smoke. Hell yeah, who wouldn't be mad that Ice Spice lost the Yams? The fuck do you mean? Like, how? You remember when she first came out?
Thanksgiving is gone.
Shout out to her being healthy and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? She got in the gym. She got right. Taking that away from her.
That don't even look healthy. I mean, I'm not.
Don't.
Let me not get into these.
I mean, I don't know what's going on with her, but damn, that might be the biggest loss of 2024, bro. Besides Quincy, RP. Biggest loss.
Let me not have opinions on women's bodies. What they do with their bodies is their own business.
You know what I'm saying? We hit a
but my eyes work. My eyes work, and
we miss you.
And I'm like,
yes, Ice Spice. Ice Spice
you are missed
now, and y'all seen the Ice Spice variant making the waves on the internet?
Nah.
Oh yeah. I did. I don't know her name.
Literally the same style, same ethnicity. You know what I mean?
Switch.
Literally. You know what I mean? Yeah, there you go. Rasta Miyagi in the chat talking that talk. You already know what it is. But anyway, we back in. So yeah, I don't got her in the top 10. I don't think she's earned the right to be in the rap roundtable's top 10 yet. Maybe next year, but I'm not with it.
All right. So she's a maybe. Dini,
she might be an honorable mention. She's definitely an honorable mention race.
Dini, you had her in the top 10 or not?
Nah.
All right.
She's definitely on my. I have a list like 15 people, but she's on the list, but she's not top 10.
Okay. All right, bet. So let's move on to that. Is Glorilla making this top 10?
No.
Fair enough. Not enough bars. So we gotta address these elephants.
Shout out to Glow though.
Shout out to Glow. We love Glow, but she don't got enough bars. Same thing goes for Meg. Same things go for Lotto. If you're looking for them, this ain't the place. Okay, we talking about bars and bars only. The only two people, women who, or three, I feel like deserves that conversation right now in 2024. We mentioned Doechii, Rhapsody, and Shay. What about Shay Noir? Is she top 10 worthy this year?
Love Shay, but no.
Damn.
Nah, I wouldn't.
And that's not. It's because the 10 is crazy this year. It's not even against them. So don't hate the women. It's a heavy year, bro. Like everybody came out rapping. LL was rapping, bro. Like
Shay Noir stood out a few times in past years because the space was a dearth. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's crowded with some rappers. You know what I'm saying? There's some nice ladies out here who's making it difficult. You know what I mean? But damn, so J. Cole's getting number 10 by default. He has to make the 10, but he's not getting higher than 10 for obvious reasons. We're looking at number 9. Tyler, the Creator, is definitely in this conversation. Did he have a top 5 year? Did he do enough? What do we think?
Tyler's in there. I'm looking more at Schoolboy though.
Okay. I like Schoolboy.
I got Tyler over Schoolboy.
What about Gibbs?
Gibbs got to be on there.
Gibbs got to be in there.
Higher than 9 though.
I would say higher than 9.
Yeah. Definitely from the 5 through 9 spot. Definitely.
Absol.
Got to be on there, bro. I know the album didn't do what it was supposed to.
We only got
rapping,
bro. Let's start throwing some names out. So we're looking at Tyler. We're looking at Absol, Freddie, Lupe. Let's throw his name out there.
Gotta be.
A lot.
Samurai album was crazy. Gotta be.
Common. We gotta talk about Common.
Yeah.
38.
30.
I'm gonna come clean. I got 38 in my top 5, bro.
Benny,
look.
Rome Streets.
It's a lot of niggas.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Like,
so I feel like let's do this. Let's tackle this from through the different scenes. You know what I mean? Like, so we talked about Kendrick, we talked about Cole. You know what I mean? Tyler's in that same scene. He's in that same realm. You know what I mean? Very highly visible. So out of those names, also there's Schoolboy. We already eliminated Drake. Is there anybody else on the mainstream side of things in that realm, in that upper echelon, who needs to be mentioned? So no Drake.
Just throwing it out there. How do we feel about Big Sean?
We don't feel about Big Sean.
I just
put it wasn't his year.
You asked. I'm just, you know what I mean, covering our bases.
Love the shit he did with Alchemist, but it just wasn't.
He had a rough year. Album was ass, and I've defended that man countless times, bro. That album is not good. You know what I mean? So nah. What do we feel about a young cat? You know what I mean? New Yorker, Fergie baby. He's having a strong year. Is he good enough to be in this conversation, or does he need more work with the bars?
I love Fergie, but not on this list. You know what I'm saying?
All right, bet.
Yeah.
So we got on the streets. We got I Am God. Is he worthy for up top?
I Am God had a great year, man. That Bloodstained Suede 2 was fire.
It's getting tough, right?
It is
tough. It's a lot of niggas. Consider.
Shout out to Clip though, man.
Yeah, it's a fact.
All right.
People saying Lord, Mark Hami had a strong project this
Oh,
year.
Mark. Shit. Yeah, we gotta talk about Mark.
Who said Snoop? Yo, Mark DJ, get the hell out of here.
Yo, I hear that album's getting panned online, bro.
Come on, bro. Yeah, I mean,
the missionary ain't hitting.
No way, bro.
It ain't hitting.
Need some KY for that, bro. It should dry.
Nigga said Eminem. Yeesh.
Oh man. Oh shit!
All right.
Oh, we got too many options here.
Yeah, nah. I think to facilitate this process a little bit more, let's go through all the names, pick 10, and then decide. Pick up like a pool of 10 that we feel comfortable with, and then decide where we're going to place everybody.
All right,
because otherwise it's gonna, you know, what I mean, we're just gonna keep
Yeah,
down.
I mean,
be here all night.
We know Kendrick is there. We know Lupe is there. We know Special is there. We know Benny's there.
Wait, hold on. We got Kendrick and Cole. They already made the list. We know they on the list.
Mm-hmm.
So
Kendrick and Cole are there.
We got to focus on 8 other niggas.
Yeah.
Lupe. Definitely got to be.
Lupe, Benny.
38.
Conway. Conway making a 10 this year?
Freddie. Solo.
Is Conway making that top 10 this year?
I don't know if Conway's making that top 10.
I have him on the list. But I mean, the Chaos is my ladder joint was dope.
Yeah, it was dope. I don't think he outperformed them. Yeah, I don't think he
Established Shot 2 was like the gem of the year as far as in that space.
And 30, yeah, I think it pains me to say it because Conway's been my guy for years.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Ransom outdid him on their project. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. And then
Stove had a nice little run.
Hold on.
All right, so real quick, because I see some names in the chat, so I need people to understand what the criteria is. This top 10 list is based on 2 things or 2 things only: bars and content. So there won't be Future on this list. If you like, there won't be. And we love Future, we love Gunna, we love all that music. But for this list, top 10 best is strictly about the bars,
the spitters.
Go ahead, sir.
So what else did Conway? Did he drop something else besides Chaos is My Ladder?
I don't think so. I feel like he dropped it earlier this year, but it wasn't nothing memorable.
That's a crime in and of itself, though.
Slant Face Killer.
Yeah.
Did drop that.
I wasn't. I didn't really love it.
They ain't really do what it was supposed to do.
I think that turned people off because I noticed like the conversations around his name started to change after that project released.
Yeah.
I'm okay with leaving Conway off the list this year, bro, because you got to think about the competition that's out there, and we have more options.
Been heavy.
Right.
Yeah.
Ran, again, you know what I mean? Shouts to Ran. I think he outperformed him on that Chaos is My Ladder.
Shout out to Ran. You got Gibbs on that, Sim?
I would put Gibbs in there.
I'm okay with leaving Lupe off. I'm sorry, Dini, but I don't know if Lupe's top 10 is.
Nah, we're not doing that, bro.
I don't know if he's top 10.
Y'all did, brethren. That Samurai album was crazy.
If he in the top 10, he bottom 10. He not like top 5.
I'll live with that.
That's fine.
I will survive. Yeah, he gotta be, bro.
Samurai
had a crazy verse on Absol Project 2.
As we go through these names, that's what I'm saying. Some niggas is just not gonna make it. Because if you say, so we got the 2 niggas that we got, right? And then you saying, so Ransom is gonna, we got 8 niggas to consider. Ransom is getting on that list. 38 is getting on that list. Rome Streets is getting on that list. That's 5 niggas.
I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I'm putting Lupe ahead of Absol.
All right, I'm with that too.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay.
I'll put Lupe ahead of Gibbs.
I think Schoolboy had a better year than Ab. Like if we had to choose one TDE, nigga,
yeah. As far as this better year, no question.
I don't think I'll put 38 in our top 38. Absol not top 10 this year.
We can keep Absol as an honorable mention.
All right, because we got 5 of those. What about Boldy James? He dropped a few projects this year, bro.
He did some shit without too.
He spit.
Definitely spitting.
I'm doing Rock Monster before Boldy James.
Yeah.
I think his projects were better.
Rock gotta be in that 10. Rock gotta be in that 10. So yeah, I'm with you, Sin. This might be the most stacked year ever as far as options for us as a podcast.
Sin, you don't got Common?
I do got Common, absolutely.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
this is tough.
Oh man. This I'm trying to keep track with check marks. That's a lot of green check marks on my list right now.
Sheesh.
Hold on.
So far, I'll reset it. We got people can disagree all they want, but we're not taking stripes off of Cole's rapping ability. So Cole Kendrick is making the list. We know that for sure. Ransom is making the list. 38 Special is making the list. Benny the Butcher is making the list. Roman Streets is making the list. I'm at 6. Common is making the list. I'm at 7. Gibbs is making the list. I'm at 8. Lupe will make 9. Who we forgetting?
Common.
I named him.
Rock Marcy.
Rock Marcy make 10. That will be the 10.
I'm here for it.
So no women. So no women. No Doechii, no Rhapsody.
Only person.
Did they rap better than the niggas? And I hate to say, like, that's just the question that you have to ask. Were they better than any of the 10 niggas that we mentioned?
He's the closest one. I'll put Rhapsody in honorable mention. I might be willing to put Doechii in honorable mention, but then we have to probably do more than 5 honorables. Yeah, I feel like more than 5 honorables is overkill.
That's true.
I'll put
what we doing with Mock?
Honorable mention.
HM.
So we got, all right. Let me tell you what I got right now. Hold on. Kendrick, Cole, Tyler, Schoolboy, Common. That's 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lupe, Freddie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 38.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Rome.
Uh-huh.
So that's already 9. We still have Rock Marcy, Benny, Ransom.
Oh, wait, what?
Hold on.
Do that again, Sim.
Hold on.
All
right, hold on. All right, stay with me. So let's say Main Street. Kendrick, Cole, Tyler, Schoolboy.
That's 4.
We putting Tyler in there?
Tyler's not on that list.
Oh, Tyler's not in there. Okay, I thought you guys said. All right, no. All right, so let's take Tyler out. Good.
He ain't rapping like these niggas.
Kendrick,
rapping,
Cole,
great album, but not doing what they doing.
Right. Kendrick, Cole, Schoolboy. Good?
Okay.
All right, good. Then sort of like the middle ground, Common, Lupe, Freddie.
That's
good.
7.
That's 6.
Yep.
That's
6?
Yeah. Then more into the overground, 38 for sure. Benny for sure. That's 8.
Ransom.
That's 9. So the last spot would be between Rock and Rome.
I'm going with Rome.
I might have to take Schoolboy out of this list then.
So do you think Rock was rapping better than Schoolboy on the last project?
Hell yeah. Bar for bar.
There you go then. That's you know,
it's about bars and bars alone.
Yeah. I would say that.
Like I said, no Killer Mike.
This list hurts. This list wounds me, bro.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we got 10 names.
Damn.
Kendrick, Cole, Common, Lupe, Freddie, 38, Rand, Benny, Rock, and Rome.
Do we need to do 20 this year?
We might. We just might.
I feel bad leaving niggas off this list, bro.
I mean, that's the hard part about a list, though. Niggas gotta get left off. I hate to say it.
It wounds me, bro.
Because if I was in the top 20 on the list, I'd be like, oh, y'all niggas, y'all went past the 10 to appease me. Shout out to y'all being on the list. But like, we know the top 10 is the top 10, you know? But I dig it. We can definitely do that. We're gonna be here a long time, but we can definitely do that.
Oh man.
We leaving Absol out. And shouts to Absol. We had him.
Great project, bro.
This list.
Yo, it's not easy, bro.
Oh.
No Tyler, no Schoolboy. No Mock.
But that shows you how crazy the year was, though.
Deep year, bro. But
crazy.
If we just highlight him, if this was about popularity, okay.
Yeah. Tyler would be like,
that's super chat. Hold on.
Oh shit.
Hold on, gang. And Marquise with $100 holla. What a
Oh
kid.
shit! Salute.
You.
Summer Chaos, I became a repeat watcher of the show. I appreciate the roundtables, convos, and insights. Blessings in 2025 to each of you. Much love.
Yo,
Yes,
salute
yes.
Marquise, man. We
Much
appreciate the
love.
love.
Appreciate that,
All right.
man. Wow.
Hold
For
on,
real, man.
real quick. I just want to highlight this real quick. Will T said leaving JID out is crazy. You know
What did
what's
he do
real?
this
You
year?
know what's
I mean,
crazy?
he had a verse. He
You
had
know
a
what's
crazy verse on Soul's
Yo,
album.
hold on.
Crazy
You know,
verse.
you know what's crazy is JID saying he's gonna drop music all year, and we barely heard from him. He ain't do nothing.
Yeah, he just dropped that crazier joint with Absol,
He
which was crazy.
He literally tweeted, "I'm gonna be dropping music all 2024." Crickets.
He had that viral moment and he ain't dropped nothing. If he was active, he'd be on the list. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. All right. So yeah, we doing the top 10. And the pool, let me hear that pool of 10, Sin. We're gonna get so much heat for this list.
Oh, we got
I can
Kendrick
smell
and
the
Cole.
smoke.
We got Kendrick and
Kendrick
Cole.
Cole.
Yeah, of course.
Common, Lupe, Freddie,
Mm-hmm.
38, Rand, Benny, Marcy, and Ro.
That's a 10.
That's a heavy
10.
Bruh.
That's a 10, bro.
That's
and then the honorables, you have Absol in there,
Yeah.
Schoolboy in there,
Yeah,
Mock in there,
yeah,
Doechii,
maybe Rhapsody,
and Rhapsody.
That's heavy.
So fucking mad. Oh, there's no Boley. You know what I mean?
Shit,
But the 10 we delivering with the bars, that's a hard argument, bro. It's a hard argument, B.
The live cook up too. Most of the time you see a list, you just see the list. You know what I'm saying? We break our list down. It's a live cook up, gang.
Time out. This nigga said we don't know who they are. Wait a minute.
Yo, King Loco, we literally just mentioned Rock Marcy. He's in the list.
You're not serious.
You just got here, bro.
Rock Marcy's in the 10. We ain't do the actual list yet. All right. So now that we got our pool of 10 rappers, shout out to LP with a great idea. He was like, this is Monday Night Raw, so it got to be 10. If you want to do 10 through 20, that's like a lunch hour or some shit. And maybe so. You know what I mean? Yeah. That might be something to consider. You know what I'm saying? But number 10 is J. Cole. We know why he's at 10. There's nothing to discuss here. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't want him on the list. But he got to be on the list, and he's going to be at 10. So now that we have our pool of 10, our top 10 contenders, who falls in that number 9? You got Lupe. I don't think Common is 9. I think Common has album of the year contender, so he can't. And that was an album strictly with the bars.
Yeah.
So he can't be. He got to be a little bit higher than that.
Maybe Freddie.
I think Freddie could be 9.
Freddie could be 9 only because outside of the album, he was low key this year. Not even too much internet antics. He was really just like low key. We not missing Corday. Corday can't rap better than the niggas that we named. You know what I'm saying?
Only thing I take away from Freddie, man, they took off my favorite song off the fucking album. That's the only issue I would really have with Freddie. You know what I'm saying? The anniversary joint, I guess the sample couldn't clear. They deboted off the album. Other than that,
it's still in my tier.
My shit gone. I looked at it yesterday. Shit's still not there.
I was making our playlist. I seen the shit.
No, it's there. You just can't press them. You can't play. It's basically like grayed out. Nah, bro, it's grayed out.
I looked at it just
check
this
it
morning.
Yeah, check it. That shit is deady.
Or the mother when I was. That's what I was surprised even because I was like, yo, like nigga said the shit was gone, but then it played.
Niggas gave you the point guard authorization, bro. I ain't get that. You did. That shit don't play, bro.
Is this the?
I'm looking at it right now. I don't see it.
My shit does not play.
Hold on now.
That shit was fire. Anniversary was like to me my favorite song on the album.
That was my favorite song on the joint, man.
Bruh.
I was tight when they got rid of that shit.
Sick.
Hold on.
You have your shit there?
I'm playing it.
Oh wow, that's evil work.
Y'all niggas don't be downloading the shit.
That's crazy.
That's what
y'all don't got the arrow. Like what y'all talking about?
You probably had to download it from the beginning, bro. I just added it. You probably have to like fully lock it in.
That's crazy.
Every album I get, I download this shit. I hit the plus sign, then I hit the arrow that points down.
So you locked in before this shit. All right.
Yeah.
Salute to you.
I still got 7-minute drill on my phone, gang.
That's
shit.
Crazy. Oh, that's why. Because
you got to download
it. You shared your list, and I'm like, why did he share 7-minute drill? That shit don't stream no more. It was grayed out on my side.
Yeah, it's because you downloaded it, Job.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
The first.
You niggas, y'all Apple Music is wrong.
Yeah.
That's very true. I always assumed that if they took down a song, even if you downloaded it because it's a streaming copy,
it'd be dead.
Yeah, it would still be dead. So
it's same.
That's crazy. All right, now I know.
You gotta just download when you get it. You heard?
Yeah. So Freddie Gibbs, number 9 on our list.
Yeah.
Are we in agreement?
Yeah.
I'm with that.
Cool.
Yeah.
We move on to number 8. I think, me personally, I can tell me if I'm bugging the fuck out. I think this is a nice location for Rock Marcy, bro.
I'm not mad at that.
I put Marcy.
Okay. Not mad at that at all.
Number 8. Well, now we're agreeing. This is crazy.
The top 5 is where shit will get more.
So we checked off Cole, Gibbs, Rock.
Yep.
So who's the 7 that we got left, Deanie? Sam.
We got Rome, Benny, Ran, 38, Lupe, Common. Wait. Oh, and Kendrick. Yeah.
How we feel about either Benny or Lupe at 7?
I would probably.
If I'm being honest, I'm putting
talk about
Benny at 7, Lupe at 6.
I like that.
There you have it.
I like that. I like that a lot.
That Lupe album was really fire, bro. Like it was really a good album. Samurai was fire, and the show was great too.
This top 5 is for the Barsmiths then. Oh my God.
See what's going on.
Oh my God. What a top 5, bro.
Crazy.
Ran, Spesh, Rome, Kenny. Who won't forget?
Common.
Amen.
Woo! I think Rome.
So I guess Common's 5, Sin?
I don't know.
Or 4.
I think I could put Common 4. Roman 5.
I don't have Spotify poets and rhymers. We're Apple Music over here, gang. So Rome at 5, Common at 4.
Yeah.
Here go Art Christel, no Vince. There will be no Vince Staples.
No.
He can't out-rap nobody in the 10. All right? This is not about who's popular, who sells units. This is strictly about bars. All right. So yeah, all right, bet. So Common 5. No, Rome 5, Common 4. So we are in the final descent, y'all. Who's landing at number 3?
Who's left again?
Kenny. Ransom
38.
Ransom 3rd.
I'm with
38, bro. This was 38's time. He's 2 to me, bro. Like,
I'm gonna come clean. If Kenny didn't drop that album, I was prepared to put 38 number 1 on my list this year. But then Kenny came through with that album at the end. Because I was ready
everything he was on.
I was trying this out like 2 months in advance. So I got 38 as my number 1 because Kenny not dropping an album. He gonna wait till next year to drop the album. You know what I mean? But then
now hear me out. This was not. I'm gonna throw a curveball in here. Maybe a screwball. This was not Kenny's most lyrical album.
It's not. It's not.
So I mean, You think about the battle, you think Euphoria.
I like to highlight stupid people. If you think us talking about some of the nicest rappers to ever exist on the planet somehow makes us lose credibility, Art Crystal, you can get the fuck out of here. Imagine being mad. You see who's in this 10? This is almost like the Olympic team of spitters. You fucking kidding me? Get the fuck out. Because can Vince Staples out-rap Ransom? Can he out-rap 38? Can he out-rap Rome
Streets? Lupe, Rock Marcy, Gibbs?
Shut the fuck up. The fuck out
of here. What are we doing here?
You lost credibility saying that stupid shit. The fuck out of here, man.
What are we doing here?
Nah, because we gotta highlight the niggas be exposing themselves as not being tapped in. LL Cool J is not out. Right. Yo, are you kidding?
What? Shout out to Aldo, man.
I gotta love
Aldo. You fucking the fuck out, bro. But
that's crazy.
I get the feeling this is one of them bots with the burner account. You know what I mean?
Revisiting.
So you wait, are you saying that Kenny's not number one?
Sid, a rap snob. How dare you?
I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to shake the table a little bit. Because you're talking about the album. Now,
it's really the year. The year.
Yeah. But John was talking about the album. He's saying if Kenny had not dropped GNX, it would have been a different conversation. But GNX, it's got some lyrical highlights.
Nah, definitely.
Hard Part 6 goes crazy. You know what I mean?
Right.
Whacked out murals.
Even through the Vibe records, he's still like really rapping though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I wouldn't take that away from him. You know.
But
based on bars and content. Remember, this is not a popularity list. This is strictly about who is the nicest in 2024.
I mean, the nicest in 2024 was Kenny. That's just.
I mean, when it's your time, bro.
Let's just
it's your time.
All right, and to be before the fans point, you can have Reincarnated on there. Man at the Garden on there.
Man at the Garden.
You know what I mean?
Luther.
Part 6 is on there. Crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
not to mention Euphoria.
Yeah.
Euphoria alone.
Meet the Grams.
He
was talking this year, bro.
Stick 16. Right.
Yeah.
Let the party die.
Yeah. It's all there.
Yeah.
It's all there. So we saying Ransom 38 Kenny?
Yeah.
Ransom 3.
I like it. I'm here for it.
38 Special 2. All right. Let's see how we feel about this list. I'm gonna run it back from 10 to 1.
All right.
J. Cole at 10.
Yep.
All right.
Freddie Gibbs at 9.
Yep.
Rock Marcy at 8.
Mm-hmm.
Benny at 7.
Mm-hmm.
Lupe at 6.
Yeah.
Rome at 5.
Not mad at it.
Cool.
Common at 4.
Cool.
Ransom at 3.
Yeah.
38 Special at 2.
Yes, sir.
And Kendrick at 1.
Yeah.
That is a hell of a rap list, bro.
Yeah, that's a rap
hell
list.
Of it.
Again, if you listen to Mike Delete later, the rapping performance, with the exception of Grippy, which was some fuck shit, admittedly, he rapped his ass off all year long. Again, we not gonna pop out him and leave him off the list because he did some bullshit. We still gotta be, gotta be fair.
Gotta be factual.
I'm more sick that we couldn't get Absol in here, but if you're talking about bar for bar, I gotta give it to this list. Touch 182 says special out rap Kenny this year. I just don't know.
It is
a conversation.
It's a conversation, but I mean, you don't listen to Euphoria. You don't listen to Meet the Grams, 616 in LA. You know what I mean? Hard Part 6. It's tough to say. I mean, if you lean more so towards a certain type of bars and spitting, I can see how you're gonna lean towards 38 Special. right? But just performance-wise, Kendrick, masterclass at rapping this year, bro.
Yeah.
Masterclass.
I feel sick about leaving Ab off this list. We're gonna get
Same,
so
bro.
back. Like I think this year more than any other year, there's gonna be some tomatoes flying at us on Twitter, boy. I'm looking forward to it though. I can't lie.
Yeah.
Because at the same time, how can you argue with and that's there?
So
And
some people are mad in the chat about Common's placement. Is fourth too high? Speak your truths.
I
probably would have had Lupe over Common, but other than that, I'm cool.
You would have had Lupe?
I probably would have had Lupe over Common, but other than that,
I was thinking about putting Rome 4, but at the same time, Rome didn't drop what Lupe did. Again, another album that's strictly rap. It ain't no singing, it ain't no melodies. Common did one of the best rap albums of the year, bar for bar. So like, that has to mean something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what? How do you feel about Rome, Lupe, then Common? Rome 4, Lupe 5, Common 6.
I'm good with that. That actually works for me.
Okay. I'm not mad at that. I mean, I'm content with how we had it at first. I don't think Common is too high at all. I think Common is top 5 year.
All right.
Comeback play of the year. You know what I mean? Shit. Yeah. The old man still had it.
Absolutely.
And then our honorable 2 again: Schoolboy Q, Ab-Soul, Mock Homie, Doechii, and Rhapsody.
Yeah.
Hold on.
That's a powerful list, man.
Schoolboy Q.
Like
it's that Common rap better than Benny this year. I think Benny took the scenic route because we remember
the first the Def Jam project, man.
First project was a little shaky.
Started off rough.
What's happening in this chat? Anton, is your father in your life? Are we getting just whoa? What's going on here?
Yo, what did we miss?
That album is more lyrical than J. Cole. All right, Anton. I forgot Anton's the Cole fan. Anton, Cole is 10 not because we think 9 guys are better, but because he got to be on the list. But because of his actions, he got to get a penalty. This was his penalty, so to speak. Red, you know how when you get a red card in soccer, you can't play. He got a red card in rap, so he lost a few spots because of that. All right, do with that what you will.
We will put a little red emoji square next to J. Cole's
asterisk.
That's a great idea. I'm going to do that when I post this list. Can you text me that list and throw it in the group chat so I can put the post together and shit?
Yeah, hold on. Let me get the honorable mentions down straight. Schoolboy, Ab-Soul. Who else did we say?
Doechii, Rhapsody, and it was one other person.
Rhapsody.
Honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Is it
Ab-Soul,
Mock Homie?
Mock Homie.
Yeah.
So all right, hold on, real quick. So Conway is nowhere on this list. Not even honorable mentions.
Nope.
Not this year.
We gotta hide the niggas who did better than him.
It was kind of a slow year, I feel like.
And we love Common at the rap round. Conway at the rap round table. Don't get it twisted, but at the same time, niggas we had a lot of options this year.
Yeah.
He's usually the strongest rapper in Griselda, bro, as far as like of the big 3, But I think Benny's been coming around, Westside's been coming around, so
Benny had a chip on his shoulder. You feel me? Benny, after that first album dropped and it wasn't well received, we got Summertime Butch, then we got Stabbed and Shot 2. He wilded out. He honestly, this was reminiscent of like before the Def Jam album, Benny. Remember when he went on that nice little run? You know what I'm saying? You had the drink with Harry Fraud. You had the drink produced by Hit Boy. What was it?
Plus, he was popping out doing freestyles like all over the place, bro. He had the Chinatown Sound shit, Rap Radar, everywhere.
The New York bias. Can you let me know where the New York bias is on this list? It's a lot of regions.
Let's see. Kendrick, Cali,
2 Chicago niggas, bro.
Common, Chicago, Lupe, Chicago. Freddie from Indiana,
Fayetteville, North Carolina, and Cole, bro.
From North Carolina.
What are we doing here? Kendrick from the West Coast. Like, what are we doing here, bro? And the New York niggas, half of them niggas ain't even from New York. Like 38 Special's from fucking Buffalo. Like they're not even from the boroughs, bro. Like Benny from Buffalo. What are we doing here?
Why? I don't know. I just don't know. What is the problem? And again, the criteria is based on bars and content. That is the only two criteria we have for this list: bars and content. You know what content is? The songs that they rapped on. Okay. Remove, like, the truest is getting it's having a fucking blast in the chat. Nigga said remove Duckworth and add anyone from Brooklyn. So we had someone well, Rome Streets is from Brooklyn, so we did. Brooklyn.
There we go. We got a New Yorker in there.
Which want me to add Bleak? Bleak ain't doing enough. Uncle Murder ain't really rapping like that. Murder drops the most popular song of the year, and then he leaves. He don't even got to do shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, wrap up, man.
Oh, Touch 182, you spitting, gang. He said, y'all talking about the list in the New York accent. That's biased. You right. You right. Because you know when niggas have accents to say the same shit that we say, it be sanctioned. But the minute New Yorkers get to talking, you know, it'd be a problem. Shout out to the Southern cats who don't hate New York, and we don't hate the South. You know what I'm saying? But some people on the internet don't like New York rap opinions. And we talked about that in the in studio. It's not us. It's the older niggas. It's not us.
The old heads.
Older niggas make it difficult for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Now the chat not haters. Don't do that beyond. Chat not haters at all. It's hip hop fans in here. You know what's funny? We all grew up sitting at the same lunch tables arguing about rap. Then all of a sudden the internet comes into play, and now everybody's supposed to agree. When in hip hop history as men did we ever agree about rap often growing up?
Facts.
Part of the love of rap was arguing about rap.
Facts.
Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
All facts.
Why we gotta agree now? Niggas, I don't understand that.
They're asking for Skyzoo and Lloyd Banks in the chat. Listen,
Yo,
if we put Skyzoo and Banks on this list ahead of some of these names, then it would absolutely be New York bias. Like, come on. That's
shout out to Skyzoo.
You know what I mean? We can't put everybody on.
Yo, you know what I mean? I know some people, you know, they love Skyzoo, and he dope too. If this was the top 20 list, we probably would have had him on there. But there's only room for 10 and 5 honorable mentions. And look at the honorables.
It's heavy, y'all. This is a heavy list, man.
West Coast represented, or West Coast affiliations represented on this list. Because Doechii TDE, I don't know where she's from exactly, but she's affiliated. You know what I'm saying? But TDE, a West Coast label.
Doechii's from Florida.
See, I don't know much from the South. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, clearly she's like repping Cali right now, but like originally she's from Florida.
Right. Starter Kit says Gibbs should be in the top 5. If Gibbs had a usual, typical Gibbs year, he probably would have been top 5.
Yeah.
But he chilling this year, you know what I mean? And he earned that right to just drop an album and go back and dip off and play on the internet a little bit. And that's about it.
After SSS, you can take all the time you need, bro. Like, that album was incredible.
He made the list off one project. That should tell you how fire it was. And as the Rap Roundtable, we gave credence to niggas who dropped rap albums and did it at a high level. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, man.
Paco Rubino says that there are broke people in this chat. Okay. No, you're not in this chat. Bye.
Sheesh.
You don't want to
When doing too much goes wrong.
You know what I'm saying? We got the homie G's pulling up in a second. Another
G's.
One, the roundtable alumni, spitter from Virginia. You know what I mean?
Yay.
Project coming out real soon. So we just want him to come here and let y'all know about it before we go, because we're gonna talk about Fat Joe and foundational Black Americans.
Facts.
We definitely gonna talk about Dame Dash yet again sideswiping Jay-Z. But before we do that, we just want the homie G's to come through. Another dope rapper, dope spitter that deserves a light. Because at the end of the day, the Rap Roundtable does this because we love rap. We love rappers that put the work in. And we're going to shine that light, even if y'all hate interviews. It's all right. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Damn, I guess people really didn't like Paco because he got packed up and they're laughing at him. Sheesh.
Damn.
The truth. we'll send you from Harlem. While we waiting on G's to pull in.
Yeah.
The Truest says that Dame is making Harlem look bad. What do you say to that kind of commentary?
Oof. Dame is making Dame look bad. I know that. As far as making Harlem look bad, I don't know if Dame has enough cachet anymore at this stage in the game to really represent for Harlem one way or another. You know what I mean? So had all of these things transpired maybe 10 years ago, even, you know what I mean, 15, 20 years ago, it's a different story, you know what I mean? But like at this point, I kind of see what he's saying, but like he don't got enough cachet to really have an impact on the status of Harlem right now. So
ouch.
It is what it is.
Damn. You know, I you know what I'm tired? I'm tired of people, say now one guy does something from a city, he makes the whole city look bad. Well, we got to leave that in 2024.
That's a fact.
He made himself look bad. She made herself look bad. Stop putting it on the city. Stop putting it on the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
Like I can't front. Every once in a while, there is a little instance where you're like, "Damn, now the city got to hold its L too." I ain't going capital. There are some instances, but not for everything. But not for everything.
You're right, but it got to be somebody that is currently
like Dame hasn't promoted heavily. Harlem as Harlem in like a long time. He's a Harlem nigga, but he ain't like the way Cam screams Harlem. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. That's a fact. Fix the General says, I find it funny that you guys didn't even mention Big Sean. We did. He did make the cut.
His name was mentioned.
It was for like name was mentioned for like 1.2 seconds, and then we moved on.
Max Greenberg says, I'm one cheeseburger away from obesity. Well, you know what? I'm gonna get me that cheeseburger. Goddamn it!
Wow,
I love
these niggas is goofs.
I don't even know who these people are. You know what I'm saying?
Max, what's good with you, man?
That's a lot of hate.
It's a lot of hatred. You know that just means that Paco probably has a burner account. It's okay. I don't know what it is about us that niggas hate us. Like, they hate us, bro.
Too loud and we clap back.
Hey, man, we got the homie G's pulling in. What it is, G's? Peace, family.
You.
G's, what up?
What's
G's,
the word,
good,
man?
Brody?
What's
good,
the word, family?
Back at it again.
What it
Back
is,
at it
man.
again. I'm with y'all every week, though. Know what I mean? I tell y'all all the time.
That's love, man. Appreciate that.
That's a fact. That's part of the reason why we fuck with G's. He's a true fan. He's not just rapping for a bag like, that other guy who got the interview pulled down. But, he actually loves this shit. Well, we got the homie G's in. He pulled in. He was in the in-studio with us, I think about 3 months ago, give or take. You know what I mean? He was doing some promo in the city. We got him back on the rap roundtable right quick because he's dropping this week after De Niro.
Oh, let's go.
December 27th. Yes, I had the pleasure of hearing a couple of tracks. I didn't want to spoil it for myself too crazy. But what I heard, I'm very excited to see what you have on deck, G's. Can you let the people know what to expect from your upcoming project?
Man, just more quality, doing what I do. More quality. You kind of know what I do. But for the people that don't, just a high level street rap, Virginia, with a mixture of just all my influences and what I grew up on and just my life story. That's it. How I'm feeling at the time. What Hov say? How I'm feeling at
the time. So what about the Sonics though? Based on what I heard, it seems like it's a little more Southern energy I'm hearing on this. Am I reaching?
That's what you think?
That? Like the drums sound a little more Southern than the East Coast. Like, seem like you leaning into it a little bit, G's. After our last convo about the location of where Virginia is, huh?
Nigga said VA wasn't the South, G's.
I ain't even. Oh no! And y'all look out. Y'all shout me out every time y'all bring that up. So that's hard.
Facts.
But no, Job. You think this one sound more Southern?
More Southern, but it still leans in a certain way. But it seems like you added some Southern seasoning to the pot.
I know you like the drums. So
yeah.
I made sure
East Coast drums I heard on a couple of them joints.
I made sure that it won't too many like drumless joints because I know you hate the loops. I know you hate the loops. You know what I'm saying? So I made sure for real, I was talking with my guys. I don't know what it is about this one, and you know how much I love that last one, the dinero joint.
Fire.
But it's something about this one to where like I don't know what it is, man. It's something different about it that I just love. I love, and maybe it is the production on this one, but I wouldn't say that I lean more southern. I just think my guy Swaves, he didn't make this one. And he usually make all my joints. Usually the main producer on all my joints, but this one I got the most producers I've worked with on the project. I think it's seven producers on this joint.
Oh,
So
okay. So
mostly
songs you
everybody
got on
got
the
like
project?
2 joints.
How many songs you got on the project?
13.
Okay,
that's a good number.
Yeah.
I wanted to do 11, but I got into this groove at the last minute, and like 3 records we added. It was Shit Get Crazy, All for the Love, and Unstoppable, the last joint. So yeah, we kind of had got into the zone at the last minute. So yeah.
Nice.
You find the groove, man.
So what made you decide?
Yeah.
All right, considering the work you've put in this year, you've been on the road, did a lot of performances. What made you decide? All right, let me drop one more before the year is out.
Cause what I told y'all when I came up there in April, I told you I'm gonna drop every year, like how Jigga Man was when I was growing up. Every
Respect.
single year, I'm gonna drop every year. Next year, in 25, I would like to drop twice. I would like to. I'm already planning on. I was just with the producers that's going to produce the next joint. We was just at dinner on Saturday, and it's gonna be like let's say like Rock and Alchemist joint. Like it's gonna be they a duo, they a production duo. So the whole joint is just gonna be like through them and skits throughout the whole joint. Like they be doing their joint just like Al. So it's gonna be on that type of vibe.
Okay, so that means you already mapping out this shit as far as what the next play is.
I'm locked and loaded, brother.
Who doing the videos this time, G? The last nigga that did the videos for De Niro. Good videos, man.
That's my brother Ether. He the only one I'm gonna ever shoot with. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah. We just got some. We just got the All for the Love joint. I'm like 2-3 videos in the can right now.
Wavy.
So yeah, we just shot the All for the Love joint last week. We shot the Benjamin is the homie joint already. So
looking forward, bro. Looking forward. I know how you cook up, man.
Working. Yeah,
I already know. I ain't gonna lie. I gatekeep the project. The guys ain't hearing it. I kept that one for myself. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you was gonna let them.
Selfish. He gonna pass that off, G's.
You know what I mean? I've been gatekeeping. I sent one track to Sin because I was like, oh, they can use the same table you use. I was geek.
Okay,
so I sent that shit to Sin. But I've been gatekeeping the project. You know what I'm saying? I want them to be surprised when that shit drops. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. I love it. Where my dog at? You know I wanted to. I wanted to be in here with my dog.
Family shit, bro.
You know what I mean, holiday week vibes. Okay. He couldn't make it. I think it's because he knew Drake wasn't gonna make the list, so he didn't want to pull up.
That's a fact.
You felt it in the force.
Facts. That's a fact. LP says, "Where's the link?" Yo, LP, bro, stop being so demanding. You on a smartphone right now? Go to Apple Music. Type in G's with a $, and wow, it's all there. So I see like you dropped the Nero, I think it was December 29th last year. So basically, this isn't, you would say this is a direct sequel after De Niro, because sometimes it could just be like a side quest, but not necessarily a sequel. But considering the time frame, December again, you ending the year off with some De Niro talk. Is this a direct sequel?
Bro, I was trying to avoid, because like my last 4 projects been in December, so I was trying to avoid December at all costs, but niggas was like, yo, you make wintertime music, bro. Goddamn, December is cool. And but I would say, yeah, literally, right? But I would say it's a extension for sure. All these joints is no leftover joints from De Niro. Like everything is Everything is brand new, bro. To keep it real, when I came up there with y'all last time, I would say the session that I had before I linked with y'all, that's the premise of the project. Like I recorded 6 joints, and 5 of those 6 are on this joint.
Okay.
Okay.
It's fire.
Yeah.
All work. So again,
I'm really looking forward to this, G's.
We just wanted you to pull up to let the people know. So like, we'll give you the floor now for the people who might not know who you are. This is going to be the first time getting to know G's on a musical level. What can they expect from After Dinero?
After Dinero, man, strictly life story, how I'm feeling at the time, high level street rap. You know, if you grew up listening to, you know, the Cloth, the Legends, Pusha, Hove, Nas,
Talk about it.
you know, Big, everybody who I grew up on, Cam. If you listen to that type of stuff, sample based hip hop with some lyrics, and it's not too over your head. It's right there, right in front of your face. Pause. You know what I'm saying?
You're lucky I don't got the drops.
I know. Look, that's crazy.
Bonfire.
Yeah, but
cloth over clout every time, man.
I feel like this is a great way to end the year. You know what I'm saying? So yes, it's strictly hip hop, not no commercialism, not no reaching, trying to catch one, and you'll never get that from me. I'm gonna always make what I want to get in my car and listen to. So
that is a fact.
That's fine.
Real quick, is not non-accidental going to be on the project?
That was one of the joints from the initial recording session that the 6. I originally had non-accidental on it, but I took that joint off and I threw it out as a Lucy because I feel like I had it in the track list and I couldn't find a groove for it, and I ain't want to force it. So
yeah,
respect.
I feel that.
That's a fact. I can't wait for the guys to hear it. I can't wait for the chat to tap in. G's. We got one more.
Yeah. So when can we expect the first single to drop off of the project?
Soon as bro give me the final edits on the video, we throwing it right out. Like he up there with y'all right now. He up there with y'all. So he in New York. So as soon as he get back down here to Virginia, he gonna finish up the edits, and I should have. I'm aiming for Sunday.
Oh, okay. So real soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
We need that, G's.
That's a fact. We got the project dropping on the 27th. We gotta have that before the new year now.
Yeah. We need that, bro.
It's right here.
That's what it is. G's, when you come back to New York, let niggas know so you can pull into the studio. You see, we got this slightly new setup, so you know what I mean. You can pull in
new digs.
We already talked about it. You know I'm ready for that
new
joint.
digs.
You know what I mean? Hopefully Maceo come out of hiding by then and shit.
Oh yeah, you know when I see Mace, I'm gonna go in on him. I got some Drake stuff I want to get off on him. And I want to, I want to address how he switched up the wardrobe. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's funny. We got a little joke about that too. He said something about that on Friday when we last linked. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean. He peeped that the people are noticing the switch up. You know what I mean?
Man,
we appreciate you pulling up,
crazy.
Bro. Holla at us. I will be hitting you up on the 27th to give you your flowers officially, and we'll link there, bro.
My dog, I appreciate you. You know I'm sticking around because y'all briefly tapped in on that Dame topic, so I'm still watching.
Oh yeah, we about to cook on this Fat Joe, then we go right over to Dame. We uptown for the rest of this episode.
Yes, sir. I'm right here.
Yeah.
My God, peace, G's.
Yes, sir,
my
G's.
Dogs.
Be good, my guy.
All right. So yeah, foundational
G's.
Black Americans versus
FBA.
Fat Joe. Someone in the chat was asking, are we going to get to it? Well, here we are. Fat Joe goes on the Math Hoffa podcast. He makes some comments about, I like to call like black people business, black people politics, things that I like to say should not be discussed in front of a camera. Tariq Nasheed gets to responding to Fat Joe. The people on the internet are responding to Fat Joe, and it's just getting to a very weird place. Sincere the Rap Snob, I know this might be a tricky one for you, but like after this situation here, Fat Joe's out here saying things he probably shouldn't say. Where are you at with this whole deal?
Where am I at with all of this? Look, man, I find myself having to like always be on like sort of straddling the line with Fat Joe. Pause if applicable, but I don't know about that. But because like on the one hand, I think Fat Joe gets a lot of flack, a lot of unfair flack. I know a lot of like the true heads. They look at Fat Joe as like the make it rain guy. You know what I mean? Never was, you know, that great of a lyricist, you know, stuff like that. You know what I mean? And then, you know, this newer sort of era or phase that he's in where he calls himself you know, Jopra. You know what I mean? He was doing the IG lives and, you know, just giving a lot of takes that a lot of people didn't appreciate. I get all that. But I know Fat Joe from 1993. You know what I mean? Flow Joe from Shit Is Real. You know what I mean? Jealous One's Envy. The Don Cartagena album was great. Like, I know Joe from way, I mean, not personally, obviously, but like that's, as a fan, that's what I always go back to. You know what I mean? Down with the DITC, Digging in the Crates crew. You know what I mean? So, and even before that, before he started making music, I know he came up in pure hip hop culture. He used to be a graffiti artist. He used to tag up. He used to, you know what I mean? So he was always embedded in the culture. But I do have to say that as of late, and I've been noticing this, not just with Fat Joe, but with a lot of people, I feel like at a certain age, certain people settle into a certain identity based on who they are, based on their upbringing, based on their, you know, their DNA, based on their, you know, their physical appearance, their skin color, and all that. Like, I feel like at a certain age, people really like sort of settle into that certain type of identity, and that I think is happening to Fat Joe right now, where he's looking at a lot of the shit that's in the landscape now, and he's not really understanding that it's a new age, it's a new time. Younger people are not going to look at Fat Joe and think of DITC and think of Jealous One's Envy and think of, you know what I mean, how he came up in hip hop culture. I feel like he has to be careful about a lot of the things that he says and a lot of the sentiments that he puts across. When look, Fat Joe is a light-skinned Puerto Rican. Regardless of the fact that he very clearly came up in hip hop culture, and back in the day, back in the 70s, 80s, 90s in New York, we all growing up in the Bronx, all growing up in Harlem, all growing up in Brooklyn, all together. Like, it was a different time, and I feel like a lot of people, especially in the younger generation, don't understand that. But in today's day and age, I feel like with certain topics, you gotta let, if it's a black issue, you gotta let black people talk about black issues, and you have to understand that as a light-skinned white Puerto Rican who admittedly says the N-word a lot, and a lot of people feel a certain way about that, you got to kind of sit back and just let them have their conversations amongst themselves. But I feel like a lot of times Fat Joe, and I kind of get it, I understand it, because again, he grew up in hip hop culture. He you know what I mean? He's of the cloth. He is very clearly of the cloth. So he feels like he has a certain authority to say some of the things that he says. Maybe some 20 years ago, we would have let that fly. You know what I mean? We saw fucking J-Lo, saying certain words in songs, and nobody thought, twice about it. But today in
And
2024,
she don't lean black. I tell
she
you
at
that.
all. Not
She
not
leans
even
on
in
it,
the lean.
but she don't lean.
But I think look, and I'll put myself in it too. I like a lot of us of our age group has to understand. We have to understand that it's a different time. People are more sensitive. It's again, especially the younger generation who doesn't have the context of how a Fat Joe came up in the game. They see Fat Joe, light-skinned Puerto Rican, having these opinions about black topics and coming down on a certain demographic of of the black demographic. People are not going to take kindly to that. You know what I mean? And I really think that he needs to, you know what I mean, take a step back and really look at the landscape of things and look at the bigger picture and just understand that, all right, you know what I mean, maybe I don't have to, have an opinion on everything. You know what I mean? Joe's a very opinionated guy, and far be it for me to tell anybody that they can't have opinions. But sometimes there's a certain way to approach certain opinions. He might want to be careful about the way he approaches his opinions on certain topics. That is
a fact. Well said, Sincere the Rap Snob.
Cool.
Dini the Balance, you got a tough act to follow.
Yeah.
Just tell us how you really feel. You saw the comments. You see where we at. You've seen the discourse that those comments have created. What are your thoughts?
Know your place. You know what I'm saying? That would be the first thing I would say. Know your place. Like, as much as there's a camaraderie between like black and Puerto Ricans, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a nigga from the Bronx. You know, I know the game. Like, Puerto Ricans got to speak a little louder when it comes to the I don't want to say just to the praise of black folks, but you know what I'm saying? We don't like Spanish, like black people don't really run and speak. We don't get the same praise. And I say that to say all of this. Like, foundational black Americans have had like everything ripped away from them, bro. You know what I'm saying? From ragtime music to jazz, from country to rock, from rap, hip hop, whatever you want, pop music, like everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when you come and you say, hey, me and my people were a part of this thing since its inception, you weren't, my nigga. Like, I'm gonna just keep it a straight buck. This is a black American culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone else came along and added their bits. Maybe we're influential to it, but it belongs to black American people. Like a lot of shit does. You know what I'm saying? Now that we're entering a world where everything is getting corporate now, you got break dancing and shit. Shout out to Shorty who was doing the weird shit at the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's money in this shit now. Like, it's not only the highest selling genre, there's actually money. It's going corporate. So I'm like, yo, let the black folk have their shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? If there was a Puerto Rican in the back doing some breakdances back then, hey, salute to him. But you are not foundational in the creation of the culture, bro. It is what it is. And if there was, you would see like aspects of that culture in the culture of hip hop, in the culture of hip hop specifically, in its early inception. Where is the Spanish like tune to it? You get what I'm saying? Where's the Puerto Rican tune to the beginning early fledges of hip hop music, bro? Like as a Jamaican nigga, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kool Herc. I always give him his props. Even he didn't start hip hop. I think he even said that himself, if I'm not mistaken. There's a whole lineage of shit before that, bro. You got to read the room. Number 2, bro. It was giving me colonizer vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Joe, but who the fuck are you to take away fucking Lord Jamal's fucking legend card, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, who is he to do that? Like, what if somebody's the wackest out the crew? No disrespect to Joe. You might have been the wackest out of your crew, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You had Pun, you had what's my Cuban Link? Cuban Link was a problem back in the day. Shit, even Triple Six had his moments. Armageddon, my nigga. Like, so you can't. I just don't respect that. If somebody was talking about Fat Joe,
Sunshine was popping for us.
Shout out to Tony. You know, I just don't like that, because if someone was talking about him and try to take his legendary status away because of the shit, you can't. That just gave me white folk vibes. That's something out of white folk. You're gonna try to diminish what he's done in the past. You know what I'm saying? Because you having a little issue with him right now. We can't do that, bro. Shout out to all the niggas that stepped up. Shout out to Tariq, Nasheed. Fucking shout out to Jason Black, B, from the FBA, fucking the Black Authority. Like, people are just sick of this shit, bro. They're sick of having all this shit taken away from them. As black Americans, we got to do a better job of locking in the culture. You know what I'm saying? We have a better, because like this shit continuously keeps happening where the ranks just keep getting pushed to the point where niggas is a guest in their own crib. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking what's her name? Beyonce just dropped the card out, and it was like, why is Beyonce making country music? My nigga, country music is black music, my dude. It just they'll push you so far out of this shit that you're not even a part of your own shit. I think people are tired of it, bro. That's really what it's coming down to.
A valid point, and that's not even what we was trying to get into. But you opened up a whole other ants nest because we're kind of seeing it in rap that they like with all of the bullshit that they've pushed into industrial rap, not the underground shit where niggas is making their own bread and forcing their way into the league. But the shit that the people at these record labels are actively signing and giving record deals and platforms to, they trying to push us out. Because again, 15, 20 years ago to get a record deal, you have to sound like a specific thing. And you could call me Unc, you could call me old head, whatever the fuck. But it's like, the reality is the criteria for being a rapper has dropped because the powers that be at these labels lowered the standards to where anyone could get on. And then the actual niggas that's actually good at the skill of rapping. Oh, no. We don't want that. You're too good at it. You know what I'm saying? Let's push your ass. No, but this nigga
crazy,
right here who rhymes in one syllable and makes bullshit melodies that are easily to digest and vanish in 4 months. Yeah, him. Here's his $300,000 advance that you'll never be able to pay back. You know what I'm saying? And maybe you'll get a hit. Maybe. And they funneled all of this shit throughout the industry. So when you say niggas are trying to push us out, hell yeah. It's been a long-term play, but they've been trying to, you know what I'm saying? Push rap out. And then look how fast a dude like Quando Harlow gets in. He gets a spotlight. And even though he don't make the melodies too crazy, if we're just talking about rhyming, who is he better than? How does he get these looks?
Right.
Remember the other dude, the nigga who was laid up with Megan Thee Stallion? He was another one. They love seeing one of them. They get pushed to the moon.
Jeezy.
Right.
Yeah.
You know
bro. Like it's been a lot of like.
It's real. Like, thank you for that, Didi, because it's like they've been really low key trying. We've been trying to pull the shit back recently, but they've been trying to force this bullshit on us. But anyway,
you just got to give it up, bro. Like it's a black culture, you know, and we're all participating in a black culture. Our love for hip hop is a black culture. Like that has to be stated first. Like I feel like there's no other conversation. Like, but if Fat Joe had to rely specifically on his demographic to get his albums, he probably wouldn't be selling like that. You know what I'm saying?
And here's the thing too. Like I want to make it perfectly clear. Like I've personally had an issue with him and his opinions and his views ever since he said that the creation of hip hop was 50-50 black and Puerto Rican.
Cap.
Which is insane. You know what I mean? Like that's the biggest issue I have, because you can say that Puerto Ricans were involved. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Shouts to Crazy Legs, shouts to the whole Rocksteady crew. You know what I mean? Shouts to the graph writers. You know what I mean? A lot of graph writers from all types of demographics and cultures. But in terms of rap music, the music stems directly from a lineage of black music before it.
Period.
R&B, disco, jazz, like all of that. Like it's all black music. You know what I mean? And so you could say, we were in the mix, but to take full 50%, try to take full 50% credit for something that is very clearly a Black American culture is wild. It's fucking wild.
And let's be clear. You know, people have this really bad habit, and I'm not trying to shoot bail on Fat Joe. We just trying to talk through it. But I know, because we all live on Earth, we know people in real life. So let's make sure that we understand that.
Yeah.
We come across people in life who lets their personal experience speak for the masses, so to speak, right? So maybe in Fat Joe's experience of hip hop growing up, it was half Hispanic, half black. But he has like that main character syndrome that he don't understand that just because this happened to you don't mean that it was the consensus. You're Hispanic. You grew up around Puerto Rico. Oh shit, we got Macito. Is that Macito's music?
Uh-oh. Gang. Macito right on time.
I'm down. But it's like he grew up with a bunch of Puerto Ricans. He's Puerto Rican himself, and he knew some blacks, and they were hip hop. And maybe in his experience, it was 50-50 because by default, he's gonna be around people that are of his culture and his family. Then he came around the blacks in the neighborhood, and they did this hip hop shit together, and it was 50-50. I'm willing to give him that bail. I can't speak for him, but that's the only way he could logically say it's 50-50 if he was speaking through a specific vacuum.
In the Bronx, it is linked like that, Jarv. It's a very tight knit. So
all right. So it's like, if you want to say that, cool. But when you get on a platform, Jopra, and you get to saying that it was 50-50 point blank, period, I'm gonna tell you right now, hip hop wasn't around that long when I was a kid growing up in Brownsville, and it wasn't that many Hispanics. It was very black. So it's like from my linear point of view, I can't see 50-50. I see a lot of black because that's what it was. And it was to make a fair point, you know what I mean, for the Caribbeans, growing up in Brooklyn and having family in Flatbush, it was a lot of Caribbean influence in hip hop as well. So with all of that being said, it's like, all right, it's all about your experience and your perspective. Where I get annoyed before I pass it to Mace is that I hate this conversation. I hate the separation of black, because he's getting on there and he's saying, oh, the Guyanese and the Jamaicans and this and that, and it's like I hate that conversation. Not to say that I hate the foundational Black Americans. I don't misconstrue what I'm saying. What I'm saying is point blank period. To me, black is black. Because outside of us, when we go outside, they don't see
everybody
where
see
we
black.
from. They don't see culture. The only no funny shit. The only time you could probably identify where a black person is from is when you come across an African, because they carry themselves differently from us as far as how they dress. Sometimes they might have the tribal markings on their face, etc. But for the 99% of us, we don't know culture to the rest of them. They just see black people. So why the fuck are we separating ourselves when every other race don't separate us? They just see black. What the fuck are we doing? Right. And then you got this dude on a black as fuck platform with a black Caribbean host saying this shit. Like, bro, we're not supposed to be having these conversations on camera. If you feel that strongly about foundational black, whatever the fuck, Joe, say that shit to Math when the camera's not rolling. Why the fuck are you here saying that stupid shit? And then you saying niggas is broke. Now the thing is, you might have had a point, but then you stepped on your own dick by calling niggas broke, because nothing like the internet could do. They could take a clip where you made a very specific statement and they will generalize it and make you sound like a racist prick. And the whole weekend he sounded like a racist prick because what he said, they took it into whatever context they wanted to take it as. That's why you don't have these conversations. You don't split race. A black person can't go on the fucking camera and say, you know, I fuck with the Puerto Ricans, but I don't like the Dominicans, and I don't like the Mexicans, I don't like the Guatemalans. We can't do that. So he can't do that. Man. We can't separate their cultures. So you can't do that to us. Mesito, talk to me, bro.
Yo, listen, y'all cooking here. Y'all cooking. Just like you said, I had to get in on the convo, you know what I mean? Have a little FBA convo, right? Listen, everything y'all said thus far has been on point. You know, like, I think I seen this Joe shit and I was like, this is nasty. You know what I mean? I think we all said that from the beginning, right? Yeah. We all said that. So to me, I look at it as Joe made a lot of mistakes here, right? Joe made plenty of mistakes. The first mistake he made was thinking that because you're an expert on one thing, you're an expert in all things, right? You could be a fucking neuroscientist. I'm not going to ask you about anatomy. That don't mean you smart in one or the other, you know? So Joe, despite being a very intelligent dude in some aspects of life, he approaches everything like he knows everything. So I'm 100% sure he kind of assessed the situation at a minimum, did minimal research, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't really trying to figure out what was going on or where that was coming from. And he kind of jumped off the cliff here. You know what I mean? Matt, listen, this is like when NORE let Kanye
just cook himself. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Matt, you shouldn't even have put this online if Fat Joe is your man. Another mistake he made, which a lot of people make, is one nigga ain't all niggas, Joe. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of us, you know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of people who are very proud of their culture across the diaspora, you know what I mean? About where they come from and what they represent. So he, you know what I mean? He made that very, very common mistake, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily educating himself and where he was coming from. He didn't read the room, right? Sometimes you got to know where it's coming from and who's speaking on it, right? Like, and it's it's a difference between pride and discrimination, right? So if people are in his comments and they're trying to claim things for Black Americans that for as a people we've had a lot stolen from us, right? So we're very sensitive about certain things. So he said this, and it's surprising, right? Because Joe is I think half Cuban, half Puerto Rican, but I believe he was raised Puerto Rican. And anybody who knows Puerto Rican knows that Puerto Ricans are uber proud of being Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have no issue letting you where they from, letting you know where they come from, letting you know where they rep. Like, this is also a people that's very prideful about representing themselves. So it's shocking that when he gets the energy towards him in another area, that he somehow can't put two and two together, right? So he's listen. Joe is one of those older people that hasn't necessarily read the room, right? Joe has a lot of experiences coming up. You know what I'm saying? He's a man of a certain age. He's been around people. You know what I mean? So he may just be one of them people that's stuck in his ways, right? But it's like, this is 2024. Shit is just different, bro. It just is for everybody.
Yeah, truth,
you know what I'm saying? We watching that in multiple aspects of life. That the way you operated in '97 might get you in trouble in 2024. You know what I mean? I won't get into too much details there.
Dig it.
But that's
I can dig
basically
it.
how it is, because it's like, listen, like, Joe, like, Black people, we tired, bro. We tired of going to Breakfast Club and a Jewish guy telling us what's the problem in the Black community. And we tired of a dude who is currently president right now going on TV and saying you ain't Black if you don't vote for him. Like,
Talk about it.
we tired of getting told about ourselves. So people are being extra about letting you know who they are these days. So Joe got to deal with that. He went up there and he said something very stupid and very ignorant. You know what I mean? Even if somebody can find some points that he might have made somewhere in there, overall, the presentation and the optics, it looked nasty. And for somebody who, if you online for the last couple years, has been getting this type of energy from people, then he stepped on himself on this one. And it's a very bad PR nightmare for somebody who gets a lot of their money in the Black community to have a big issue with the Black community. Cooks,
this was nasty.
Oh no, I wasn't gonna say anything.
Oh, my fault. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel about the situation. Joe, like, it's too far in the game, so I can't say that Joe will go and redeem himself and go get the education he needs and get to learn. Listen, I can care when it comes to this. I get it, like, we are the rap roundtable, right? Like, this is a rapper on a rapper show dissing another rapper, like, but this is beyond rap to me. You know what I'm saying? Joe needs to take a life assessment, and maybe he's too rapped out, maybe he's too hip hopped out. You know what I mean? And he thinks that this is all some shit that he could get in a booth and spit a 16 about, and things will be better. But it's not the case. You know what I mean? And Joe, I can't say what's gonna happen to you. You know what I mean? You with Rock Nation, you around a bunch of Black people, so maybe they'll educate you as far as where you went wrong here and where you can kind of redeem yourself in the future. But very disappointed in Joe.
Yeah, and I think ultimately, like, Joe will be fine. I don't think the backlash against it is going to be too egregious. But it's going to be.
I don't know, Sam.
I think it should be enough to where he takes notice and maybe make some kind of statement. Somebody in the chat was saying, do you think Joe's going to apologize? I don't know. I think Joe's a little bit. He comes off as pretty kind of pig-headed and stubborn. Like, I don't know if he's gonna, come around to an apology. But I think at the very least, he should take notice, and he should, like, again, as Mason Jarve have said, like, sit back, read the room, and, like, sort of just step out of himself, because he's clearly he has this, again, this sort of identity of himself. You know what I mean? He has the self-identity of being somebody in the space that can just say anything and he has the authority to say so, and that's not always the case. You know what I mean? And this is one of those times where like this was not for you to say or to even. This was not even a subject for you to broach. So you know what I mean? Because like it's not on you. It's not, you know what I mean? This is not a topic that even involves, you know what I mean? So having to force us to hear your opinion on it, we don't really want it. You know what I mean?
I don't know, Sin, because Lord Jamar already like kind of like put on a low key boycott for the nigga music. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Some
but
like
no funny shit.
That's where it's headed.
But Lord Jamal was just in Cali business 2 weeks ago. All these old niggas be getting on the internet and talking out of place. So it's like, who is Lord Jamal can say he could boycott Fat Joe all he wants, but you was just saying Kendrick Lamar not street enough. When you're not a Cali nigga, you don't take part in no kind of Cali politics. So who are you to get off to say what Kenny is or isn't in Los Angeles?
True.
So it's like all these niggas be mouthing off and saying shit that they just should not be saying. Like, stay out of that type of business. You know what I'm saying? And then
I just want to know, how's that going to work out with him saying he's saying basically foundational Black Americans should boycott Fat Joe.
That's not what he said.
He did though.
But hear me out. When he made the comment, he was speaking to a very specific group of people on the internet. He wasn't talking about generally a person who considers themselves to be a foundational Black American. And that's part of the reason why when you get on the internet saying shit, you got to watch what the fuck you say. Because Deanie, not to say he's wrong, but he could take it as you speaking for every fucking body. When you go back and watch the quote, he was talking to a specific group of people led by Tariq Nasheed. Right. But he was talking about them. But they might be a person who not even affiliated with Tariq Nasheed, who might just be straight up, I consider myself a foundational Black American.
That's what
I don't got no reach to a Caribbean or Africa. My lineage in their mind is strictly
Black
from
American.
the South by way of slavery, and we are here now. Fat Joe wasn't talking to them. He was talking to specific people led by Tariq Nasheed.
That crew.
But when you get onto the internet saying that type of shit, then you calling them broke niggas and all of that. So then you turn it into brain dead conversation. It's just like, bro, you ain't the nigga to say it, and then you doing it wrong. It ain't. And the thing is, some people feel like because they can use the OG card in certain scenarios. And Joe felt like he was an OG enough to say that shit. And it's like, you not, gang. You not. You just, like Sin been saying it from the top of the segment. You cannot say that shit. And especially if you can't elocute it in a way where you can make your point, have people see it from your perspective without calling you a racist bigot and pulling up your rap sheet where it says that you're white. If you're not capable of doing it in that way, then shut the fuck up. With all due respect. Because like that's political comment. When you get into that realm, you're entering political commentary. And if you can't speak your mind clearly and defend your points, you should not involve yourself in political diaspora commentary. And then you separating Black people on a Black platform. How you look?
Oh, niggas.
While saying niggas?
Broke.
Well,
singing out legends. Like it's a lot of
and to be absolutely 100% clear on like a direct quote, he called them broke Black racists.
It was such a crazy comment.
That sound like somebody an Eminem fan would say in our country.
Bro, like
little colonizer is, bro. Like
you already got called broke today. Paco. No, that's a true story.
That ass though, base.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it's like you like how you delineate it into that broke
wicked work,
racist, and even if you feel like what they're leading with is radical, then you got to use that word, like they're radicalized individuals.
Right.
Then when the person says, "Well, Joe, why do you believe that the FBA is radical?" Well, this is why, based on my experiences and the things that I've read and seen. And what I've learned about radicalism, this is what it represents. And I believe that that's what they represent. Then you're having a real conversation. Not to mention, no disrespect, you was in a room with niggas who's probably not even capable of having that conversation.
Right.
Right.
That's it right there. Because if Math had any intelligence, Math would have cut it off.
You'd be like,
where the fuck was Mecca at? Mecca got all these answers where he was at.
He was right there.
Good question.
Right there.
Yeah.
Good question.
And I don't like, You know what I'm
For the
saying?
sake
Like,
of an
just don't
interview.
do that. Stop. Like us as people, stop separating each other. Stop putting each other on blast. We need a coalition to have these conversations privately, the same way everyone else does. Stop doing this shit and making ourselves a poppy show on camera, bro. I hate that shit. B.
Real
All right,
talk.
so EP been in the chat doing too much, bro. You gotta relax, B. Like this, like me. Like you upsetting me. Like I don't know who this guy is, but it's been like overkill. You know what I'm saying? But the last but not least, before we get up out of here, Dame Dash, the person who said when he would sell the rights of Rockefeller, his rights, he would no longer talk about Jay-Z, has proceeded in the midst of the allegations that we all know that smell like farce, I should say, is back on platforms talking about Jay-Z. He's even calling out platforms like Noriega's platform, Drink Champs, and Charlamagne's platform, The Breakfast
Yeah.
Club, who he says doesn't challenge Jay-Z. But the white media is now challenging Jay-Z. But then when I turn on the news, I don't see the white media challenging Jay-Z. I see them reporting the news. So Mesita, help me understand, what is this angle Dame is taking right now?
You know, I hate. You would never think I was a fan of Dame, bro. The way I have to like consistently flame him on the Rap Roundtable podcast. Listen, embarrassingly throughout the weekend, I saw random Dame Dash headlines from Cam Capone News, from Art of Dialogue, from the New Network. You know, all types of shit, right? And to me, it's like at this point, what type of seriousness can we take from Dame, right? Dame is on multiple platforms giving Big Jerome from Long Island energy, calling WFAN just a big hater, bro. Like he's a
Hey,
bum. He can't do anything.
you hit it too close to home, mate. So hold on.
my fault. The New Yorkers understand that, you know. But it's like the one hater in the room that paid, front row tickets to just watch you. You know what I mean? I saw a video earlier where Dame Dash said he said that every record label thought that Jay-Z was trash. Every single label that I brought him to told me Jay-Z was trash. And so this is why I don't understand them now. Like accompanied by I stopped messing with Jay-Z because I stopped messing with Jay-Z because he had a previous relationship with Aaliyah and he started rocking with R. Kelly. Like, these are not only rehashed stories, because I seen these on the New Network when you tried to make that take off. These are like shit that doesn't even fucking matter. Who cares if a nigga who Jay-Z is their boss now thought that he was trash in 1995? This is irrelevant and basically makes you look like a hater who has nothing new to talk about. Listen, I fuck with Dame, right? But just like you said, after this Rockefeller sale, he kept saying that he was. I see people interviewing somewhere else about Dame Dash's sale. I'm like, did Dame Dash holler at this guy? It's very embarrassing. And at this point, I have no reason to believe Dame Dash. I know I have. I've said some inflammatory things about Harlem in the past, but I promise, Harlem, this ain't about you this time. This is completely on Dame. At this point, I can't listen to anything he says. You know what I mean? He told us he was going to stop talking about it. He told us he was about to get 10 M's from the sale. He told us that he had dirty Rockefeller chains. I ain't see none of the three, personally. So until he provides proof of any of those three things, I'm on complete don't believe Dame Dash. Not watch Dame Dash, because the shit is highly entertaining. As a person who's a hater myself, I love to see somebody in rare hating form like Dame Dash. So I'm still going to support the platform, Dame. Don't get that fucked up. But I'm not going to believe anything you say while watching it. That's the caveat.
Sincere the rap snob, your thoughts?
I don't have nothing much new to say about anything involving Dame Dash. Everything that I've already said in the past about him remains the same. I think he doesn't have an awful lot going for himself in terms of new ventures, in terms of new projects, in terms of anything on the horizon that might bring him even an inkling closer to the status he once had in the game, right? In this culture, in the industry, whichever way you look at it, right? Culturally, industry wise, like the game has passed Dame Dash by. He's a relic. You know what I mean? He's a relic of of better times. And the only way that he can maintain some type of spotlight on him is by talking about those better times, but not even reminiscing on them in a positive light, where it was like, yo, I remember what Jay and I used to go be at the tunnel and be up at MTV, and it's not even good story. It's just you just shitting on the guy that were not for him, we wouldn't know who you are. Like I don't see the sense in that. And it it's the definition of a hater at this point. You know what I mean? Because it's like there's it wasn't, what was it, like 2 weeks ago maybe, that like he said I don't, somebody had asked him and he was like, I don't care about Jay-Z. Bro.
That was Art of Dialogue, if I'm not mistaken.
But he's right back on the Art of Dialogue talking about Jay-Z. Bro, yeah, just I'm sick of it. I'm sick of him. I don't want to see him no more. I don't want to see him talk about anything, much less more hater opinions on Jay-Z.
I want motor oil advice personally.
Not snake oil. Danny, talk to me.
Oh man, when I look at Dame now, what I see is like, just think of like an artist that has dropped a bunch of albums, been all over the world, toured, but it's like they're only allowed to perform one song. That's what it feels like, even though they have so much other music, so much other stories, so much other details, so much impressive shit we could be talking about. But it just seems like unless it's a conversation about Jay-Z, no one gives a fuck. Shout out to Mace. It could have been a conversation about Motorola. You know what I'm saying? It could have been a conversation about what to do to avoid tax evasion. There's like so much shit we could talk to Dame about and truly learn from. But it just seems like no one gives a fuck unless he's talking about Jay-Z. And that's truly sad, bro. That's truly sad. I feel like he's just been reduced. You know what I'm saying? Granted, he has his network and all that, but it's just...
Let me play devil's advocate with you, Dini.
Cool.
From this, you're a good guy. I think you're the best of us, in fact. What does Dame have to talk about that doesn't involve Jay-Z? What do you think? Like, if Dini was doing a sit-down interview with Dame Dash and he didn't want to talk about Jay-Z, what would he say? What would you ask him about to make it interesting?
I would ask him, like, where in the fall of Rockefeller do you think you, like you would talk to a couple and the girl always says, he did it, he did this, he did that. Like, what did you do? Where's the steps you made that ruined the brand? Where's the things you felt you could have done right? Like, where's just different things? Like, do you feel like you should have went with this brand? Do you feel like maybe you should have started this brand or canceled that brand? There's a lot of shit we could talk about, bro, outside of Jay-Z. Apparently no one gives a fuck besides me, judging by the look on your face. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of things I would know. Like when y'all niggas did Big Pimpin', like what was it like out there? You know, there's a million questions I have for Dame, bro. If I was to sit next, like, yo, like, how'd you come up with the fucking dance? Like, I don't know, bro. There's just a lot of things I can ask him outside of just like, yo, what new way do you have to hate Jay-Z today? And I hate that for him, bro. I do. What? It's like he only can perform that one song. It sucks.
Now I'll play devil's advocate because that would be a great interview, Dini.
Yeah.
But the problem is, and why Dame gets a bad rap. And it's not me accosting him. I'm not violating him. I'm saying that Dame is an asshole. That's known. You ask Dame no questions, and he would like poo-poo the answers. Or even like big time, you would act like he don't want to talk about it. Oh, you know, a man don't talk about the way he danced. Like he would just start getting into that bag. And it's like, bro, like, what's up with you? Like, you can't answer this shit, bro. Because he start getting wild, egotistical, and disrespectful. Yeah. And then you get back to the point where it's like, all right, I guess let's talk about Jay-Z. And then when he's talking about Jay-Z, it's not from a place of vitriol. It's a place of victimhood. Because he can't view it no other way than he was taken advantage of or done wrong by Jay-Z. Not not know. You know what? I would maybe. I'm not saying it hasn't happened, but I haven't ever heard him sit back in an interview and say, you know, I was an asshole. I was difficult to work with. Maybe I did turn niggas off from working with me. Maybe I am the reason to a degree.
That's a
For why I'm
conversation.
in the position that I'm in. I'm not saying it hasn't happened, but I haven't seen it.
And
You know what
actually,
I'm saying?
can I just say something about
I
that?
remember. I remember when he. Huh?
Can I just say something about that real quick? Because like it's like based on the persona that he puts forth of himself, shouldn't he have been too smart to get fucked over by Jay-Z?
He's always the smartest.
By the way he breaks it down, yeah.
So
and that ego death. He been dying a slow death by ego this whole time because it's like he can't believe that he's the one left out in the cold. Because the way he used to talk, knowing Dame how he's allowed us to get to know him, I'm sure he used to talk shit about Jay like this nigga ain't getting no money without me. You know what I'm saying?
He just a rapper.
Facts. I'm the real get money nigga in this crew. Now look where he at. Diabetic. He's falling out on camera. What? Jilted lover energy in interviews.
Crazy.
He should be doing like you remember the Wolf of Wall Street, how at the end, after he did all that crooked shit, he was doing seminars and teaching niggas how to get money in Wall Street.
In real life, to this day, that nigga is.
how do you sell a pen? Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Dame should be doing them seminars. How do you sell X, Y, and Z? How do you get to it? This is how I did it.
Perfect.
Where's the Dame Dash tell-all novel? Where the autobiography at?
The Dame steps to do it the right way, steps to do it the wrong way. How to avoid these steps?
Like all his interviews, and I'm not saying he's doing it for free, but I'm sure there's more money in writing a best-selling novel than there is some podcast interviews. You know what I'm
saying? Considering his financial troubles, bro, I think anything helps right now, though. Like financial troubles are all out there in the public.
Instead of doing interviews where you say Jay-Z's lawyer's lying, him and Puff are best friends, you can find something better to do with your time because that looks fucking crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? You look like a hater because every time he says something negative about Jay, in my head, I'll be like, well, you stood next to this dude for the most successful time in your career. And I'm certain that if Jay-Z called and said, Dame, come back to the team, you would be back at fucking Rock Nation Studios that night. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
And it would be the mafia hug. It'll be this. Oh, Dame, come.
Kiss the ring.
You know, you know what I'm saying?
And it's almost like
ain't that snitching?
It's almost like he's trying to paint a picture.
That sounds crazy. I see that like maybe I'm mistaken. What? You was friends with Puff too, Dame? There's pictures with you with that nigga.
Facts.
Like he's trying to make it seem like he's
that's the game we playing,
right?
Trying to make it seem like he seen the landscape and was like, "Oh no, I can't be a part of this. I'm a part ways." Motherfucker, like
when by all accounts you were the flamboyant one that was into the party.
He wanted to be Puffy,
right?
Like one day we all woke up. One day we all woke up and Dame was dancing in video. You remember that?
Yeah.
Even from cameos in videos to one day dancing in videos. We don't know when it happened. We don't know how it happened, but one day it happened. Then he never stopped dancing in the videos after that. Then he didn't
hear the Suge Knight memo, bro. If you don't want niggas dancing in your videos.
Dame Dash, and remember when the news first hit, he was saying, he went from saying how crazy it sounds and he's not really sure, almost giving whole bail to Puffy's his best friend. Like, whoa, Dame, what's going on here? But you know what? I'll shoot him some bail too. Maybe we're overreacting and he's just working a gimmick. He knows that this is gonna get him clicks, get him a stream of revenue, and he's gonna.
It works.
Jay-Z bashing is good for business, then I'm gonna do it. Maybe this
works.
This is Dame's latest hustle.
Yeah. This is the song he has to perform.
The man who agreed, y'all, because it's a hell of a hustle. Anybody would take a Dame Dash interview to talk a little Jigger Man shit talk. You know what I'm saying?
Got to.
I'm waiting for them goofies to try it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But for the guy who used to go around and say like you're less than a man if another man is your boss, You know what I mean? Like used to go around and say, you know, like my son sells cookies. You know,
Cookies.
shout to the chat. They was the one who threw that in there. Like you went around saying that if you were beholden to any person other than yourself, if you
You're
wasn't a
not a
boss, if you
boss.
didn't live
You're
a
not a
certain type of
man.
lifestyle, you were less than a man. So to
Yeah.
have to be the person who goes and talks about your ex more successful business partner everywhere you go, how does he reconcile that with
That
the identity that he's put forth before?
that humble pie is extra sweet, man.
Bro,
That's
just
what it
somebody
is.
write this man a check. Write him a $5 million check.
Nope.
Hold. Man, I'll put this on hold. Write this man
At
a
least
check.
9 million, Jar. You got to come out of the hole, bro.
All right, so
Pause.
10 million. Let's double it.
There
So
you
$10 million
go.
check. Let's
A
wrap this
book,
up so we can all move on
documentary,
with our
something.
lives. What'd you say, Sid?
I said a book, a documentary, anything's better than this.
Well, let's
Damn.
wrap
This
this
man
pod
was
up.
in the interview saying, "Yo, State Property had better clothes than Rockaware." Like he's a big time hater, bro. Like,
Yo.
come on.
Niggas is tripping.
Yo, real quick, before we wrap this up, you got an interview with Wavy to God. We did it in studio. We're going to play it at the end of this episode. Wavy to God. For all the people who are locked into the rap
Wavy.
underground scene on the East Coast, he's one of the production vehicles for that sound that you love. He's worked with all the Walkers, Rome Streets, Rim, Eddie Kane,
Passport
Rav, you name it, he's worked with them. So make sure you tap into that interview at the end of this episode. But before we do that, we're going to give you these super chats real quick so we can wrap this up. We had a random marathon with us. We eat and even sat through an interview. We appreciate it. Ariel Smoke on Bully Time as usual.
Ariel, what up?
You effing with niggas that's thinking they cuter than you. Oh wow. Wow. He's talking about that 30 for 30 Kenny verse.
Yep.
Ariel Smoke, that's an even better pop star, I guess, than Drake. I don't know.
Oh wow.
Ariel Smoke against us 50 Cent is Darvin Ham or brother both been shot. Jeez.
Ariel Smoke going in.
Whole button always got his knees out. Can't trust him. Maybe she misses early. We had $100 from M. Marquise. $99.99. What a year for hip hop. What a year hip hop is fun again. Because of the summer chaos, I became a repeat watcher of the show. I appreciate the roundtables, combos, and insights. Blessing in 2025 to each you. Thank you for opening your eyes to that holiday gift of $100. Much love. JP's Revenge. Can anyone name 5 Fat Joe Records not including Lean Back and What's Love? We might have to get 12 certification.
Don't do that. We can definitely do that. Don't do that.
Jermaine L. Johnson pulls up. Hip hop consists of DJing, MCing, graffiti, and breaking. Although the origins of DJing and MCing were dominated by black men, Latinos had a heavy participation in the origins of. Yeah, we know that. We're not here to take away nothing from anyone, but appreciate the history lesson, Jermaine L. Johnson. That's kind of what I was saying about Fat Joe as well. He was doing hip hop things with Hispanic and black people. So from his purview, you know,
Ariel, Go Town.
Joe is the reason that wow. Ariel, what's up with you, bro?
Oh, Go Town, B.
Rap is more hip hop than 90% of the rappers are overqualified to express his point of view of the culture, even if we disagree with some of it.
Yeah,
the culture, but not black people shit.
Well, and here's the thing too. It's what I was alluding to earlier is that like Joe's very steeped in the cloth for sure.
Yes. Yeah.
But in the last some odd years, the way he's been moving has been a bit more cloudy.
Well, wacky,
you know what I mean? It's like he's transit. Like he's rooted in the cloth. I would never try to like take that away from him. But he doesn't move the way he used to move back in the day when it was, nothing but cloth. You know what I mean? He's a lot more clout driven these days. And
DITC alone was like big, like, if I'm with them, then I'm solidified. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
And JLJ, like I said before, bro, like I'm not going to ask a neuroscientist how to bag, a dime. You know what I'm saying? Like two people could be two geniuses in two different areas. His hip hop card, immaculate, but that don't mean he know about that type of shit.
Right.
Yeah.
I see the vision. And then we have here Ariel Smoke again. Goutfoot Joe made decisions, not mistakes. Yo, what's up? Come on, man.
Yo,
T-Mac for the $20 hollers. I enjoyed this podcast so much, and I learned so much from you. How can I support you monthly? Why can't I find you on Patreon? 2025 Patreon coming soon.
Soon come.
Dig
Ariel
it.
Smoke. $1.99. Mace, I've heard scissors. Have you heard scissors 20 to 30 for 30? Why he on your head like that, man?
Always.
Ed Top.
Ariel,
Yo.
I listened to 30 for 30. Not as good as Drake's 30 for 30, you know. And you know, what can you say? Kenny, the pop star, you know, with the melodies, you know, for 2025. Who knows where things will go?
Yo, Sin, I just look on your face, bro.
Fight me, bro. They ready to fight me, bro.
Priceless. Absolutely priceless.
Sorry, we didn't have to argue with you about our top 10 rappers of 2024. So.
Just so you know, I don't know if you were able to catch it, Mace, but Drake didn't make the top 10. I just want you to.
All the honorable mentions.
Not shot.
God damn it.
So we only got one vote left.
Yo, it's you and Cole, bro.
Cole made the top 10, but Aubrey didn't. Just so you know.
That's crazy.
Anyway,
he make the All NBA team, bro.
Yo,
he made 13 all rap, didn't he? Or second team, was it?
13, bro. You know second
team. Yeah.
Nah, but top 10 best rappers of 2024, he's not that.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
All right, but look, we got this Wavy the God interview about to take off. I'll come back around once the interview is done just to sign off. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody who's pulled in. Our last drop, unless some big news breaks between now and then, our last drop of 2024 will be next Monday. Episode 113 will be dropping next Monday. It's a doozy, a classic in studio, in my opinion. Make sure y'all pull in for that. But lock into this Wavy the Guy interview right now. We appreciate y'all. And I'll come back around and sign out at the end of that interview. Peace. All right. Essence.
Yes, sir. As promised. A long time coming, but he's finally here.
Yes, sir.
Wavy the God is at the Rap Round Table. What's good, family?
Yo, I'm good, man. I'm cooling, man. Just enjoying the scenery, man. I'm glad that you guys have me out here today.
Yes, sir.
Tonight,
Happy to have
actually.
you, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
You coming through, bro.
Appreciate you.
Real talk.
So, Wavy, you know, if you don't know, if you live under the rock and you listen to the underground space and you're not knowing who's who, Wavy's been the sonical vehicle for a lot of your favorites. Some acts who've already been on this platform. The Romes of the world, the Eddie Kanes of the world, just to name a couple.
Passport.
And he's really good at what he does. He's
He's
no slouch here. You know what I mean? I'm almost disappointed that Sinner's not here.
I know.
To build with him. Producer.
extraordinaire.
But Wavy, bro, what's the word, man? Like, how is it like now getting into this world, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you started, the underground space wasn't what it is today. So from your perspective, how do you feel about it ballooning the way it has ballooned?
Do you want brutality right now?
Yes. Cool. That's what we do here.
We here for, man.
I mean, like, I think it's a Popeye's biscuit right now.
It's dry?
Yeah.
No Bev heard you, bro.
No, for real. Like, I mean, I gotta keep it frank. I mean, I love hip hop, man. Like, I've been rocking with this shit for like, what? Since the early 90s, like, you know, like type shit. And I'll put to you like this, man. I seen hip hop grow in so many different ways. I seen it go through evolution. And the underground has kept me safe at one point in time. Like, remember there was an era with MF Doom?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And, you know, and those guys, Immortal Technique or whatever. I wasn't really into Immortal Technique. He's dope, but that wasn't like, MF was my thing, but like, and Madlib. But like, you know, it was that era that if they don't have that feeling anymore, because everybody's damn near emulating each other, damn near.
Facts.
You complain about the trap dudes, the dudes that are doing trap, the dudes that are doing drill. Oh, it's all sounding the same, but you sound the same too. You know what I'm saying? Make it make sense.
That's a bar.
Make it make sense.
Wavy off the top, bro.
Right?
Early.
I mean, like, everybody pretends like it, like it's so different. Nothing's different.
But isn't that music in a sense? Like, every era
Like,
has
okay, you're
certain
good.
similarities.
You're good at what you do. I mean, like, you know, I don't think, like, you know how everybody's supposed to, like, in the culture, in hip hop, you're supposed to come in with this attitude, like, oh, I'm the shit. I'm number one. I'm, you know, nobody better than me. It's like you have Customato over here coaching you or something. They're making you feel like you that dude. You know what I'm saying? But there's so many talented people, man. So many talented people out here. Nobody can actually be the best. You know what I'm saying? Because and this is a rhetorical question. Who you guys consider the best in your head? Because there's always a Pee Wee Kirkland around the corner that's better than him, skill wise. But that don't mean shit in the corporate world.
True.
You know,
Right.
That don't mean jack shit because we're like cattle to them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I look at the music scene like, damn, who could keep my attention? Because I'm tired of going to the same guys to entertain me, to inspire me, to keep me on my toes.
Yeah.
So, you know what they say, steel sharpens steel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Shout out to Sincere.
See, fuck that one up bad, boy.
So I mean, there's good music out, but it's like by the bare minimum. You know.
Okay.
There's no
I respect
Bravehearts
that.
out there, man.
No. Let's go back to the beginning, Wavy. So I did, there's an interview that you did, like I think back in 2001, where you mentioned like your background. You know? For all intents and purposes, you're Guyanese.
Yes, sir.
As am I. So I'm like, all right, countryman here. Let's get it.
Let's go.
How does a person of your background fall in love with hip hop? What started it for you? What made you want to engage with it?
All right, let's start here. I grew up in the Guyanese household.
That's why I'm asking, because I already know.
I'm American as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But I'm very, very cultured. I know what time it is. You know, I've never been to Guyana, but you know, you hear my mom got the heavy accent. You know, all my aunts, all my my uncles, some of my cousins.
I mean, you got it too, but it's all right. You know what I mean?
To extent, because maybe
I mean?
because it's the environment. It's the environment.
Just to get the whole energy. You know what I'm saying? You got to get over there, bro.
Yeah, like we like Guyanese folks talk like we had a joke where they said like we sound like Caribbean leprechauns or something like that. Like the accents, the way we flip. We used to have like a little joke
crazy.
like that in my household. We used to like my cousin used to say that shit.
That's
But,
great.
Now that he said it, I can't unhear it now, bro. Like, that's fucked up.
That's why I laugh at it.
No, but I'm used to it because when I sit there and listen to my mom and she talks to me, I'll be like, damn, I'm like American. I've been so used to being around American peers and stuff like that. And then my mom, and then she comes with the accent. My friends come over, they be like, yo, your mom's accent is wild funny. but it is what it is, man. I like it's unique.
Right.
You know, that's what, Guyanese folks, man, we need to get a lot more shine on us, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't really celebrate. There's a lot of Guyanese, a lot of famous Guyanese dudes out there that don't really celebrate their background, And I think we need to do that more, man. It's
That's
a
just
small
our
space.
culture. We not loud. You know what I mean? We loud
What do you mean?
amongst each other. We're very loud.
He said bullshit.
Nah, but as far as being like, boom,
There's
I say there's
Italians.
a bunch of guys in the room, and they got his gold on and shit. He gonna talking shit. When you get around certain people, we chill the fuck out. I don't know why that is.
Literally, I feel like in the Guyanese household, it's like you literally got to speak loud to be heard in that motherfucker.
Right.
Straight up. Literally.
Caribbean.
Even if you don't want to talk loud, like you'll ruin your shit. You'll ruin your vocal box just trying to be heard, just to ask for a cup of juice or something. Because everybody is like talking over each other, bro.
This is a fact.
Pass the pepper pot or whatever it is, whatever clever thing you can think of. They talking of it. Gossip, whatever the case may be. Aunties, belligerency. Let's go.
The high line get flowing, you know how I go already. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, Wavy, let's tap in because your origin story is one of the most interesting things about you. Also with the Guyanese household, although you were born in Brooklyn, you moved to Miami as a youngin'. You know what I mean? Speak about that because how well you're able to produce an East Coast sound, a New York sound, a boom bap sound. People would be surprised that you from Miami, man. That you was running around little Haiti back in the day. Speak on it.
That's a good question because when I was living out there, the thing is that I wasn't subjected only to the settings in Miami because I used to come and visit out here as well. And then I had older cousins that were like directly from New York. I had for instance, my female cousin, Roxanne, she's the one that introduced me to Raekwon the Chef. You know what I'm saying? She's from Queens, if I'm not mistaken.
She got culture.
She's from Queens. And she used to put me on. My cousin over there, like he put me on a lot of music growing up. I have another cousin that used to put me on to rock him and all of that. Same old. Everybody gets their
usually be opening the door for shit.
Sharing music. Everybody gives their own.
So I'm in a Miami house and I have different walks of life of cousins that's coming in and exposing me to different regions of music. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not only listening to because all at the end of the day, if I'm listening to a Miami artist, it's still East Coast music, whether we like it or not. Because, we the South. Yeah, you're South, but you're still East Coast. You know what I'm saying? Maybe down South East, but it's not, and some South people don't even consider Miami Southern.
Right. It's strange.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You got to pass Atlanta to get to Miami, but Miami don't get that Southern.
Miami is its own entity, if you ask me.
Yeah, it is.
Because they got a little bit of
everything. A lot of
transplants
too,
But 80, little Cuba.
Nah, let me not, because this guy's going to throw spears at me if I start talking crazy about what I truly feel about. Because it's probably different now, because, I'm not going to talk ahead of myself and say that Miami needs to refine their identity. Because they haven't had an identity since, let's say, Trick. Let's say Trick Daddy.
You don't think with Ross?
Pitbull?
I get what you're saying.
It's like they didn't really have an innovator.
Right.
They it's like copy and paste, cookie cutter. It's like they play it safe. It's like it goes back to if you're an artist, are you willing to take risks, or you just want to jump on a bandwagon and just play it safe and think it's going to take you to the golden pot, but like everybody else, everybody's doing the same damn thing. It goes back to what we was first talking about. It's habitual, So I don't know. Growing up in Miami with music, I got ridiculed because I was the dude listening to Max B. When dudes was listening to they had this rap group called Piccolo. There's a legendary underground rap group in Miami called Piccolo, and they respected. They're respected out there, but dudes is why you listening to this shit? And then another thing is, you got Miami dudes that don't like New York dudes. Back in that time,
there's always a section of niggas who don't like New York, man.
This is in the early 90s. This all through the 90s. I grew up all through the 90s. And seeing all the real hatred, even down to the New York Knicks versus the Miami Heat.
Gee.
Oh shit!
You already know the rivalry.
Yeah, bro.
You already know, and that rivalry sparked the hatred. It sparked the real hatred amongst some of the folks out there.
Big Trail, man.
And I'm like, damn, that really it really just fucked my head up. I wasn't really that guy because I'm I'm a culture dude. I like I said, I travel. I come out here, you visit family, adopt some some cool shit to bring back to Florida. They kind of behind somewhat, you think about it. You're in high school. I'm the first dude in my high school with Wallaby Clarks. Wow. Nobody didn't even know what it was.
The Wallies.
Till it was, And that's how behind it was. It's it took 4 or 5 months later, I want a pair of Wallies too. Why? Because I seen Ghostface wearing that on the fucking cover.
Blue and cream.
Yeah. That's what he was talking about on the purple tape. The cats wasn't getting it. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't getting it. But I was like that guy in school. I was kind of like an innovator. I was kind of drawing on my pants because I picked it up from a cousin of mine. I always get inspired and I like to create things, and I like to be an innovator. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
Even I wasn't even producing. What you gonna say, brother?
Speaking of, you just said inspiration and all that. Who was Wavy the God's favorite producer and why?
Let me know why. Think about it.
Come on.
It's very simple, man. He everything he does is streamlined. He doesn't overcomplex things. Because when you overcomplex things, you're just gonna crash out.
The shit he did with Freddie Gibbs was masterful, by the way.
He what he does, if it feels good, it's good. You know what I'm saying? Even if it don't have drums, or even if it is a drum break, you know what I'm saying? If it feels good, it's good. And he embraces that.
Yeah.
He is you could tell that he don't go out and try to look for the next man's opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It don't look like Otis have a yes man in his corner at all. Because every time you see a public appearance of him, he's dolly. You don't really see an entourage or anything. He's very low key, mysterious. You know what I'm saying? Like
facts. He was at the Freddie Gibbs show at the Pier 17 mixing.
And that's a rare appearance, if you ask me. He's showing himself more these days.
Yeah, he's cooking.
But it's rare that you see a Madlib.
Work is speaking for itself. You got to come outside.
Madlib is a godfather of lo-fi. He's like one of the godfathers of lo-fi hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you talking.
Like, real shit. Like, he's like one of the guys that actually is like, that made it cool to use an SP. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know, hearing you speak about, you know, the technical parts of producing, I can't help but get to, you know, if people don't know, after you were in Miami, you found yourself living in Oklahoma a little while. The spot where you studied producing and you decided you were going to be a producer.
Oklahoma is such a random place.
In the middle of the woods, right?
You know what's funny? It was the will of the gods. You know why? A woman is the one that led me out there. But my government, I have no problem saying, my government last name is Rose. So I looked at the whole situation. This girl's like, oh, you know, like come out here, you know, work for my family on an industrial farm. You know what I'm saying? And she was located in Rose, Oklahoma. You know? It was kind of ironic.
Made sense.
So I was like, you know what? It's kind of ironic that this place is called Rose. Let me try it out. That was probably the only job I made. I probably made a lot of money doing industrial farming with these folks. Because it wasn't like a small rinky-dink. I'm talking about like one chicken house had like 30,000 chicken in it. Oh, we had 16 of them. Damn. And sometimes I used to like take care of them shits by myself. You know?
Yeah.
You know, like it was a lot of hard work, man. And I was so bored. It got me into like making beats, you know? Like my little brother, I'm gonna tell you a fun fact. My brother and my cousin was the only two people that was kind of like guiding me.
Okay.
And my little brother was 12 years old at the time because he was already fucking with FL Studio. Matter of fact,
shout out to Fruity Loops.
Which one?
Oh,
you
man.
know which one?
FL Studio?
Yeah, what number?
Oh, probably 10.
Copy.
You know?
I tried my hand with FL.
At 6, I started.
You know what I mean?
5 or 6.
I fucked around with FL back then, but I gave up. You know, it took me a long fucking time
to learn how to make a beat. When you first tried it,
it's a lot.
It was like, right, and there's motherfuckers that was gatekeeping. They was not trying to drop. Yeah, they wasn't trying to share the jewels with me. And I was like, yo, come on, man. And pause, by the way. Can't share the jewels. You know, they can't do that. But you know what I mean.
The transition.
They wasn't trying to share intellectual knowledge with me what I wanted to gain. I was so serious about it.
So what was the breakthrough for you with that? If they didn't want to share it, how did you find a way to crack the code?
Well, thank God for YouTube and you know, my cousin and my brother, they took the time to share that knowledge with me. Determination, consistency. Sometimes I didn't even sleep. There was one time that I didn't sleep for like 2 days just trying to like crack the code. Because with no direction, because I'm more hands-on. Like if I was to watch a video, I'll be spun. Just trying to watch a DIY, whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
do it yourself type shit.
YouTube University.
Yeah, man. I gotta be. I'm hands on. I gotta touch pavement. You know what I'm saying?
The transition from FL to MPC like happened around when?
During the pandemic.
Oh, so not too long ago. Mm-hmm. Oh, so all of the shit you was cooking up was on the loops?
All that shit is just. You know, that's another thing too. I'm a quick learner. You know what I'm saying? Somebody showed me something like a couple times. I got
it.
You know what I'm saying? It's like almost like photogenic memory almost. Like that's if I'm interested in it. If I'm interested, 5 minutes, maybe 30 tops.
Wow.
You know, and that's all it took for me because a lot of dudes told me, yo, this shit took me about 4 months trying to master the MPC, and I'm like, really? Like,
nah, it's because I had one. I had a 2000 XL. Mm-hmm. That shit is the Macais make you work, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just think it was great for sampling though. It's like a masterful thing for sampling. But I have fun with FL.
You feel like when you first look at it, you get intimidated because you see all them the knobs
and then the disc, the floppies. Like it was a lot of shit you had to do, bro.
You don't even have to. I'm gonna be real with. Let me say, I'm gonna try to simplify it as as good as possible. You you don't have to know every single thing on the MPC to make it dance. You don't have to know. I don't know. I'm not a fucking magician on the MPC. I don't know everything on it. There's so much things on there that
that's real shit.
I haven't tapped in. Like for instance, I'm not great at side chaining. Okay. I'm not good at mixing. But that's a different thing. Right. That's a whole nother conversation.
Couldn't tell from the music though.
Please. But I appreciate that. But like, you know, I'm my own self-critic.
Attention to detail. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But like, real shit, like, I'm still learning this shit, man. I'm still fucking learning this shit. It's like endless knowledge, man. And if you sit there and if you approach it with like, damn, first you got to learn the shortcuts because everything has a shortcut.
Facts.
I mean, it sounds half-assed, but some things are meant to have shortcuts. You know, there's a lot of dudes that made it in the game going where? The back door, ain't it?
Yeah.
Same thing goes for the MPC, you know, or whatever you choose to make music. There's always a back door, a loophole that works for you, you know? Because I don't program my MPC the same way as the next guy. I don't chop the same way the next guy do. I make everything as practical and streamlined as possible for me, you know, and that's just what it is. And it's easy, and I feel like it's easy. I feel like I should like teach classes just to at least get people to get a beat off the ground.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You could, my nigga. YouTube. You really could. Set up a whole channel.
I'm thinking about it, but you know, it's time consuming, especially when you're trying to get placements.
That's a fact.
Right.
You know,
Working.
it's a juggling act. You know, like, because when I'm trying to like I could really do that and really capitalize, but that's not what I want to do. Because my end game is like, I want to do scores for shows, movies, really get paid for it. You know what I'm saying? Actually do scores for video games, not no 2K shit. I'm talking about like really like when you're playing through a stage. Yeah, that's me.
Zelda type shit.
That's what I want to do. I want to do shit like that because hip hop is always going to be our love. But at the end of the day, we all know if we're grown enough to understand that it's a stepping stone.
It's more to it.
There's a gateway to what you really need to go and be.
Right. It's a lot more.
Right. So what was your first placement, though? How did you get it?
What you consider a placement? I mean, like placement, like
as simple as a rapper raps. I like your beat. I'm doing this project. Can I buy this beat from you?
So, like a bigger artist or a more known artist, or
an
like
artist who felt like your beat.
Okay. My first placement. I'm gonna be humble about it. And
who was the first rapper that said your shit is hard? I want to rap on it and put it on the project.
Fucking Jamal Gasol.
Wow. Ooh. Okay.
Jamal Gasol, Sauce Heist, and Ty the Dale. You know what I'm saying? Those are the guys that I actually like. Hey, Wavy the God is here. Bang. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
That was like, and I wasn't even living in New York then. You know, I was like, where was I? I think that's when I moved from Oklahoma back to my mom's crib for a little bit. I had to sit down for a little bit over there for like 8 months. I was injured and shit. And I was like trying to hand out placements. I was listening to dudes because I have an ear for like good MCs, man. Like, so I'm like scouring YouTube and I'm, you know, before I even start approaching guys with beats, I have to like them first.
Right.
But then I'm not even feeling confident because when, you know, in the beginning, you're not confident all the way because you're not sure if you're good enough. You know, I got 4 people telling me you're good. You know, before I had a Planet Asia placement, you know, I had a cousin that told me that and he's a Planet Asia fan. He was like, yo, your beats sound good enough for Planet Asia. And lo and behold, he made a prediction and I had a song with the dude.
Dope.
More than one song.
Nah, because I asked that because I've been around rappers. I've tried my hand managing artists. And there's always that process from, all right, this person has a talent, to like the next person saying, you know what, this is good. I want to lock in with this individual. So I was like, let me see what your first placement was, because it's one thing to have your circle say shit is fire. But some guy that don't know you, but wants to work with you and say, this guy is good. I want him on my project. So I think that's dope. Like, how you got that look, because That's important. That's validation.
I actually took the first step, though. I was the one who put myself out there. It wasn't that he came to me.
You're the first producer that's ever said that you actually shopped yourself as opposed to getting...
Closed mouths don't get fed.
That's a fact.
You know?
Facts.
Because if that didn't happen, then there would have been no Wavy the God of Rome Streets. You know? Like, all in all, because all the people that I was getting motion from was coming out of New York. Hey, what I'm going to do? I'm sitting in a place that's not going to appreciate my craft at the time, not appreciating my sound. Maybe I need to change my demographic. Let's go to New York. Go to New York, right? You know, I already locked in with like 4 to 5 guys in the city already. And then, but the first guy, I always tell the story, I lock in with Rome. You know, when I first got here. And everything took off. That's how the way the Walkers was built is all through those interactions.
Rim,
you know?
Eddie Kane, Passport.
Yeah, real shit. It was literally all those interactions.
Just
like
creating and building, basically.
Like my first 2 to 3 months in New York City, the Walkers was formed. Like, just off of like good energy, good, you know. I was getting most of my placements with my boys, you know?
That's fine.
Because it's better to be, instead of just trying to ride the cloud or whatever, or like, I'm going to aim for this guy, why don't you build up the people that you actually believe in? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Makes sense.
You know, there's so many fresh faces out there, and with the right push, with the right morale, sometimes, because a lot of things fall apart, and a lot of dudes give up because of morale, and that's a real thing.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, with the right morale, you could do wonders, you know what I'm saying? Like, on some shit. I've seen dudes all join together and brainstorm, share information, and half the time we probably all don't do songs hand to hand every damn time, but we share information because it's more than just, you know, it's not like when you hear the Walkers is not like a group. Like, you see how the umbrella is more embraced as a group? Like, we are just a collective. We all are independent people that just respect each other, and we share resources and information with each other. It's like
a network, essentially.
Yeah, we're broing each other, you know? Not in no disrespectful way, but we're broing each other. It's like in a way to keep each other, you know, grounded and keep it, you know, keep us in check.
So to go from FL Studios, gatekeepers, etc. So now you have this Walkers Collective, right? In a lot of ways, you're a sonical vehicle for that. Did you ever have a moment where you sat back and thought about it to yourself, like, you know what? Come from where I started to where I'm at now, this is pretty dope.
Yeah. Definitely, because I ain't had shit. I ain't had shit. I ain't had nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would even be ashamed to say that not too long ago, I got my first apartment for myself, Dolly. You know what I'm saying?
No shame in that shit.
You know, like,
right. That's dope.
And I'm older, but like, you know, but at the end of the day, it's like, you know, it's very gratifying as a man, like, because not a lot of men can say that.
Yeah.
I know mad dudes that's like wild older than me that don't got not even a Harry Potter closet to slay. Remember the joint that he was laying in?
Yeah.
Like
the little tiny
under the
stuff
steps?
space. Yeah.
Not even that shit. So, you know, I think that a lot of growth has occurred. This place, I feel like New York City has been kind to me. Although people be like, New York is this, New York is that. I don't think so. New York has been kind to me. You know, people can say what they want about this place, man, but this place favored me like, you know, like I think it was Buddha or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't know, man. Like, it's all like, I'm all about growth. Like, I'm all about ascension. And sooner or later, I'm gonna leave from here and go somewhere else, and I'm gonna, you know, adapt to that environment and grow from that. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, what's the biggest tree that's out there? They say it's like in Yellowstone Park. And,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get to that. But like metaphorically, like I'm trying to get to that. You know,
still
like
chasing something.
Yeah. I'm not trying to like race nobody or try to be better than, you know You know, there's producers in the Walkers too. You know, there's the standouts, there's Artivists, there's the you know what I'm saying? There's Don Carrera, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, salute.
They I look at them as like, although I don't sit there and talk every day, I respect every producer. I'm not trying to kumbaya, or I'm not trying to say that I'm Mr. Kumbaya, because I'm competitive. But at the end of the day, I respect it.
Yeah, but you pick each other's brain.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
yeah. Because when you grow from consumer to performer or artist,
curator.
Yeah, it gets a little different. Because I want to be a fan, because some of my peers I'm a fan of, but I can't. But you know, you got to keep yourself in check in a way, because you got to keep it like a healthy competition in a way, keep it balanced, and I don't know, man. It's like, it's really hard to articulate, like, because I'm trying to balance that. I really want to still be the fan, but still be competitive as a creative. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
You know, I fuck with the fact that you show so much love to your peers while being competitive. So we got to put some respect on your name. We spoke about, you know, the move from FL to MPCs, and Dean spoke about, you know, the sampling part of it. You have a super interesting sampling technique.
Okay.
That I want you to kind of delve into it. A technique, you know, I don't want to tell the whole story, but a technique where you record random sounds and you have sounds in your music that are found nowhere else. Speak on that.
Well, sometimes I would tend to go and just record my daughter in the playground.
Dope.
I go in. I'll go and record random, like sometimes I'll record little tidbits and add it into, you know, my shit. Sometimes people don't catch it, but it's there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it kind of like gives it like life in a different way. It's kind of like, it kind of like gives them me. Because I'm not out here like, how should I say it? I'm not hot dogging, you know? I'm not out here like going to a club or doing shows as I should, which I should start doing for 2025, is doing more shows with, you know, doing more beat sets and things like that. But I'm not out here doing that. I'm busy at home making beats and being dad. So I'm trying to be, I don't want to use the word real, it sounds too cliche. I'm trying to be as organic as possible when it comes to production. I try to emulate. If I see something, if I'm watching like a show on TV, and if a score occurs during the scene, I want to emulate that feeling I felt when I enjoyed that scene. You know what I'm saying? Like I want people to look into what I enjoy. It's not about what sounds good. It's like, I don't know if that makes sense. It's not about what's like politically correct to sound good. It's about,
sounds good to you.
I want to like, and if it sound, and I hope they like it. At the end of the day, I want people to enjoy it, because I don't want it to be like, oh shit, this is caca, you know, it's trash. You know, I want it to resonate. You know, I want it to really resonate with the folks, because gotta go to the next level, man. Like, that's all I can say. Like, in anything we do, we just can't stay in the same spot.
So you mentioned movie scores, right?
Yeah.
So me personally, my favorite person for that is Hans Zimmer. Do you have a person that's like your favorite when it comes to scores that motivates you to chase that particular
Hans Zimmer
genre?
is crazy. He did like, you know what? He's like the Beethoven of the modern era, because a lot of like epic movies that we watch is Hans Zimmer.
Like Christopher Nolan to me cheats when he gets him.
Yeah,
it's like, you're already a great director, then you're bringing this guy in here to score your movies.
You kind of like stole it with that one, because I would have gone with Hans Zimmer too.
Okay, because
I sampled but I sampled him. I sampled him, man. I sampled him. But like, let me see. There's half of the guys that I find, the OSTs that I listen to, they're from Italy. I can't even pronounce these motherfuckers' names. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't want to disrespect. So like there's like so many guys. Like I listen to like crime OSTs, and I feel like it's like this.
They have
epic.
the best scores.
They do.
You know what I mean?
Remember I don't know.
Cartoons too.
I was about to go. I was thinking Spider-Man. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna come clean. Judge me if you want. OG Capcom games.
Yes.
Have the best music.
Which one you was thinking in mind?
Me personally,
that's Mega Man.
Me personally is Mega Man, and then what was it Marvel versus Street Fighter? I've been trying to get a producer to sample from Marvel, specifically that game.
But which one? But which joint on there?
It's Bison in Marvel versus Street Fighter, and I think Ken from that game. Because it's a bounce to both of those. Like
they just brought out
some sinister shit, and I'm like, yo, if a nigga like even like you, Wavy, if you could just find a loop and just flip that shit, the Bison shit, because it's so raw.
I'll take a challenge.
Yo, this shit.
I'll take a challenge,
like some 80s like gangster shit, and I'm like, why is this in a video game?
You need to find that sample and send it to him.
I'm going to now.
Yeah,
I accept your challenge. I'll do it.
And all the Mega Man games, like if you flip a Mega Man score for me, and I'm
outside,
I'm a stand.
Have anybody ever sampled Mega Man? Like any Mega Man, anything?
Not entirely sure.
I know Smith and Wesson sampled Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
Remember Super Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yes. And I think
that was a big track. That was a big underground like smacker around that time.
I think Don Cannon flipped the Guile stage, if I'm not mistaken.
Who sampled Soul Calibur?
Remember that? Shit.
I think it was Master Ace one time he flipped.
He sampled Soul Calibur?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's him and Eminem song.
No, I gotta hear that one. I gotta, and it's something that's probably 10 years old or 15.
Way old, man. I don't want to age myself.
When
I'm supposed to be the young guy here, Wavy.
You're the youngest.
Let's just say I'm the youngest.
But yo, you know what? Because I don't want to get kicked out.
My birthday is this month too.
When's your born?
Mine too.
December 24th.
I was about to say, imagine it's the 20th, the day that
Capricorn gang in the building. You already know. You know what I mean? But the joint, my favorite joint from you personally, is with Rome. 1,000 watts.
Yeah.
I love that beat.
Crazy.
What the hell got it to you?
1,000 volts.
1,000 volts, part of self. Like, what the hell got it? Because it's like, my generic was always prepared for
that's the Italian.
And Rome came crazy.
Crime,
bro.
OST.
I can't wait for the beat to drop at a certain point, and it never drops where I think it's gonna drop. And I'm like, yo, that's fucking genius.
You know who else sampled that? I don't know if it was after or around the same time or I'm not sure because I'm not one of these like I did it first. But God Fahim.
Really?
Yeah.
God Fahim.
But I don't think he made that beat. I think it's another guy that made it. But he just I think he just used the intro part to the dude that made that beat for him. I think he just used the part that I used for the intro. Of 1,000 volts.
Okay. Because that shit it's so crazy to me. Because like most people, when I hear beats like that, like what Roman, like the specific part that Roman was rhyming to, I'm like, niggas don't rap on that part. Like the way you structured the beat, it was like almost backwards in a sense. How the fuck, like what got into you with that?
Nah, man. Like I said, when you got Madlib as like an influencer, and you grew up listening to like vintage RZA, and shit like that, like you just know how to go about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's that mystique. Is that you know that 1,000 volts beat is like if you listen to it good, man, it's like a mystery to it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got it from the Italian crime OST, whatever. I don't know what the name of the show was. I'm sorry if I'm disrespecting. I'm not disrespecting. I just really don't. I can't pinpoint because it's a really great.
That roll
that
on
shit
it.
is so stupid.
It was like
bro.
a suspense. It was like it's like you getting busy, but like, and then you're telling a tale about how you just did what you had to do to get where you needed to be. You know what I'm saying? That's what that beat sounded like.
Yeah.
And that's how it sounds. And it's only like, that song's like what? Like a minute, 40.
Yeah. Right.
It's not even like a full song.
Nah, but it got it though. Because it was just like, it comes on crazy, right? and then you hear the piano riff while he's rhyming. And you know, if you count bars, you waiting for it to drop at a certain point, and it don't drop. It keeps going. And then when you don't think it's gonna drop, then it drops. Like, oh, this nigga here.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Real production, right?
Nah,
good combination.
Then you know what? Since you know, and that's what's good. This was, you see, this is what good input is all about. Because the way you felt right there, I want to do that again in future records. Now you just gave me something to think about. You know, that's why it's a beautiful thing to sit down and talk to people, because whether it's a yes man or not, somebody tell you like, nah, that ain't it. I don't like, you know, that's why I like when people tell me what it is. You know, I like to tell me, I like when people tell me that if my breath stink or not. It is what it is. My feet stink, right? Shit like that.
Facts.
Like, don't play with me. Like, my real homie wouldn't let me go out with like a big ass crumb on my chin.
You feel me?
Like, with like spit a booger hanging on and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's all about. It's about reciprocation.
Nah, I'm a fan of the work, bro. And I guess it's a preference thing. Everyone likes what they like. I like when it comes to the loops and the samples, I like louder sounds. I don't really like
you look for the suspense.
Right. Like the dark sound is cool too.
Yeah. Okay.
But I like shit that's bigger. I like big sounds. Booming. You know what I mean?
The dark shit, we call it Flying Dracula, by the way. It's a little underground joke that we got. Like that's like motherfuckers coming with that RZA flow and them dark ass beats and shit. You know what I'm talking about. You'd be like, what is it? It's rocket science?
I mean, like me, like if you got horns, pianos, shit like that, I'm sold. Like, all right, we here now.
Nobody can relate to your shit. You talk about neutrons and protons, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, them motherfuckers be spinning my brain, bro. Like talk about something relatable. Make the music is supposed to be digestible. If the grandmother is not singing along, you're fucking up. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
Feel it across all lines, essentially.
If your auntie from Brownsville ain't singing along with a one gold tooth, you ain't doing a good job.
Accurate.
Drinking the buzzball.
Come on now. A buzzball. Nutcracker, okay? You know what I mean?
It's the truth. You know how many niggas I be seeing over there drinking buzzballs?
Them shits is strong as fuck, bro.
Yeah. Reciting Black Rob.
Danger fuel.
But coming into 2025, before we wrap, what do you have on deck musically? Is there another wavy curated project coming up? What do we have in store?
I'm building the project with China Streets right now.
Okay.
Salute to China, friend of the table.
China.
So this is pot roast right now. We slow cooking this. So that's that. You know what I'm saying? I got my project that's coming. I'm not sure if I should drop it this month, but I'm thinking probably the top of the year.
Okay.
Y'all, The Muses Embrace.
Oof,
you know what I'm saying?
Title.
Yeah, like it's a meaning to that, but like
care to share?
Yeah, please. I would love to. You know, I would love to share. The Muses Embrace is more like the cover. I can't wait for the mass to see the cover, because the cover and the title correlates with each other. But like it's like everybody loves the muse, right? You know, we all have muses in what we do. But sometimes the muse would betray us.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Amber Rose.
Like, hence the Muses Embrace.
There you go.
As men,
that sums it up.
As men, we and I heard earlier you mentioned something about misogyny, but I don't want to sound like a misogynist, but as men, it'll resonate really quick, if you know what I mean. But like,
I do.
But it really is something that I really experienced, and half of the people that I talk to, the artists that I work with for this compilation, is we all kind of like see eye to eye on that type of shit too.
Like, is it like a concept project maybe?
It is in a way, yeah. It's like that's very much what it is. Matter of fact, that's volume 1. You know, that's gonna be volume 1 right there, and I don't know. I got so many people that I'm talking to right now about building a project. You know, me and Great God had talked about doing a project. numerous of times. There's there's a lot of folk. I don't want to like name drop, but trust me, there's a lot of folks out there. Even Ox. Shout out to Ox, man. He dropped the album.
Yeah.
Shout out.
He just dropped the album.
Ox, man. My guy.
Big bad influence.
Yes, sir.
There's so much things because I got music. I got bodies of music with a lot of folks, but not something in solidarity.
Oh, okay.
If that makes sense.
You got some here, but it's not
shit is sporadic.
Right.
And
you dropped two good joints you had the Passport joint, you had the joint with Waters, and then you dropped the third joint. So you had 3 joints this year.
No, actually 4.
What was the 4th joint?
Oh, I dropped the album Against All Odds with my man Spoda out of Big Walk. Let's go.
That was the last one, right?
Yeah, that was the last joint I did. It went over motherfucker heads like the Trump assassination.
It's got like a homie blue hoodie on the cover.
But motherfuckers need to check for my man Spo. You know what I'm saying? That's Spoda. So he's very talented. He comes out of LI. He's been with us from the top of the key, from the top of the top. He's been there. And I already got an album prior called Full Court Press with this guy back in 2018, 2019.
So the history's there.
So shout out to Spo.
Salute.
The album with Water, that album, that Passport Rav and Water album, man, that was that was a good run for me because
the Triangle was crazy.
Because they came out around the same time, same cover art, and ironically, they both have a song title called Gatekeeper, The Gatekeeper and Gatekeeper.
Crazy.
But
spiritual sisters, basically.
I didn't give them, but I didn't tell them to do this. It's like this is just conversations, and this is what they was compelled to do. It's all about that good chemistry, man.
Fact.
With your artists.
Chemistry is a game
Producing
changer.
is more than just pressing buttons. You gotta
build.
Yeah. You really gotta dig in, this sounding so I'm West Indian, so everything that with the word dig and you gotta really be leery of how you deliver.
Respect.
And and I already see the type of numbers you guys get. You got lots of people, different personalities. They might prejudge what I'm about to say.
A lot of good
so I'm gonna shut the fuck up on that.
Yo, listen, this is Wavy the God.
Yes, sir.
Dedicating some time to pull up to the Rap Round Table.
Salute.
We appreciate them pulling in. For the people who might not know, where can they find you on social media, bro?
Man, Wavy God. I think it's an underscore in front of it. Wavy God. That's about it. On IG, my Twitter. I barely be on Twitter, so don't even bother.
That's God GHAWD.
You look at me on Twitter? Because I don't even look at. Are you talking about?
I got you on the gram.
IG, on the gram, right?
Yeah.
Just make sure for niggas they.
I don't. Okay, I'm gonna keep it real. I don't even fuck with Twitter. I don't like chatting on Twitter. Everybody think they clever on Twitter.
I be telling these niggas.
They more like everybody is on there just trying to be a smart ass and
asshole shit.
They just sound like fat nerds that sit in front of a PlayStation all day. That just like I don't fuck with Twitter. Like I don't fuck with
Twitter, man.
Off
the wild, wild west,
right?
It is.
Twitter's
a dangerous place.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't follow everybody on IG, and there's no disrespect the other day. Because I was just
a different Instagram. It's just a new Instagram you got.
Yeah, because the scammers got my shit.
Oh, nasty word.
I thought Meta was tough because I'm very outspoken. Around that time, I was like talking about shit, so I thought liberals was coming at me. You feel me? You feel me? I thought it was coming at me, so I was like, oh well. I thought Meta was coming for my head, so I was like, oh shit, let me see what this is about. And by the time I figured out that, this nigga just got me, and I tried to go in and try to change my password, Haji from fucking Bangladesh done got me.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
damn.
Hey, and try to extort me for $50. I was like, suck my dick, keep that account.
That part right.
And I had 10K followers.
Yeah.
Damn.
I had 10K, and now I have like 1,000 or some shit like that right now, and I don't give a fuck about none of that. Because at the end of the day, my music is still gonna reach.
Yeah.
The relationship's already locked in.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how much followers I got on motherfucking IG. That shit means absolutely nothing. It is not real.
The music speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Man.
All that shit is a facade.
That part right.
Shouts to New Delhi, man.
Shout out to New
New
Delhi.
Delhi.
Wavy the God pulling in with the Rap Round Table. You got to come back sometime next year. Talk
Whatever
more
you need me to come
music.
through, it's all good.
Great
Yes, sir.
interview, great
Facts.
vibes, life coach energy. We need that here. Real mature talk. Dini the Balance. Take us home, bro.
Yo, we got Wavy the God in the building. You already know what the fuck it is. Josh, don't kick us out. We love you, baby. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sensei, the rap god. It's rap god. The rap snob. He's not here
I'm
with
sure
us.
he likes Rap God too.
I'm sure he likes that too. He's not here with us, but he's always here with us. You know the vibes. Mesito, voice of the culture, keeping you locked in on everything that's going down. Jav, the point guard. You won't find a better assist man in the game. Keeps everything flowing. And I'm Dini, the balance of the force, man. You know what the fuck it is. The Rap Roundtable. We out of here, you dig? Hit the like and the love.
Yeah.
No, I didn't think I was gonna be back on camera, dog.
No, I saw you pull it. I only put it on. I thought you was getting ready to get back on the camera. As you can see, Sensei the rap stop getting his dinner on and whatnot. You know what I mean? But we appreciate y'all locking in with us. I hope y'all enjoyed the Wavy the God interview. Great energy. Shout out to Rasta Miyagi, the homie Zig in the chat, loving the brothers' energy for real. Great energy. And we love when the interviewees bring that energy because it just makes us getting them to tell their story even easier. So shout out to Wavy the God, Big Walk. Shout out to the Walkers. We look forward to having him on next year when he's dropping that new project. Shout out to Squid Baby with a super chat while we were playing the interview. Says he's been working all day, wasn't unable to catch the top 10 conversation live, but I know y'all killed it. We did. We have a few people who were upset at us choosing niggas who could spit bars for a top 10 best rapper list when the content is bars and content. So they got bad. It's all right. We don't like dickheads over here. And if you're going to say if Future's not on the list, it's not valid, fuck out of here. Future will tell you he's not a lyricist. We don't have time for the fuckery. We appreciate the supporters. I'm going to let Sensei get back to his dinner. We'll see y'all next Monday unless some news breaks. Till next time, we are the Rap Round Table. Peace.
113 Rap Roundtable Awards. Tap in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.